welcome to the stream. It's going to be an whoa, wait a minute. That was move my microphone closer. Hey, everybody, welcome to the stream. It's already going off the rails. That's a standard Kismet stream. You know it's going off the rails. It's going to be a fantastic day today. I'm super excited, everybody. Next gen, awesome No Man's Sky. Plus, I've upgraded my machine. So I'm going to be playing next gen in 4K today. Sadly, you guys can't see the 4K, but eventually when I get a card where I can stream it 4K, you guys will be able to see it. But hopefully, my buddies at Elgato hook me up. But for right now, we are going to play, you'll see it in 1080. I'll get to play it in 4K. Now, I've cranked the graphics up to Ultra, and we're going to check it out. Now, we got a lot of space fun today. We're also going to do a stream override today, where we go and play some Mars Horizon, I can't even speak this morning, which is a really cool space game. It's you progress through and try to launch yourself to Mars. I love these type of games. Might be very much your Kerbal Space Programs and other games like that. If you like that, this may be your jam. This may be your new game. Now, I got exclusive early access to it a week before it releases. It releases in November 17th, I believe it is. November 17th, Tuesday, November 17th. So we're going to take an exclusive look at it today. I can't wait to get into that as well. Totally my kind of jam. I appreciate all the indie studios out there who are out there trying to get their games out there in the world. Support those indie studios, everybody. Support the little guy as well who's out there trying to do their thing. All right. And we're going to get into that today as well. Of course, tons of stream raiders as well, because this is the mega stream. When you're in the mega stream, you're going to get the mega love right up in here, because we're going to be playing tons of epic games today. Gonna have a great time. Of course, gonna give you all my epic Kismet tips as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully bring a little moments of joy to your day as well. I've been so inspired, everybody. You guys inspire me every day to just do more and have more and more fun here on stream. Thanks to all the supporters as well, and all my sponsors who do send me keys for cool games like this. And then I get to play and talk to them about you guys, and you guys get to talk about them. We get all talk about games and have a good old time up here in the Kismet stream. So let's say hello to everybody, and let's get into it. So good morning to Subi. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you showing me the love. Who else we got? Rotisserie G says afternoon. Yeah, I'm a little late today. I was doing a whole bunch of technical stuff behind the scenes, as well as I got the tree cutter coming out. I'm taking care, all those things at the bottom of your list that you just never get around to. I got to get that stuff done. It just hangs on the list forever. So I'm doing all the lower end priority things, but the city's coming out to work on cutting back my neighbor's tree, because it's just covering up our safety light out there, covering up the whole side of our house. So I was like, just cut that back, because the city will come out, by the way, if you do have electric poles and that kind of stuff, they will come out for free and just cut it back. Well, it's not really for free, because you're paying them to have that electricity, but they'll come over and they'll cut back your trees. If you didn't know that, you just call the city and see if they will. Hey, it's free, and then I can use my safety light instead of walking around in the dark, because literally the tree is now grown over the safety light, so it's like we don't even have one. So I prefer if they cut it back for us. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, if I have to take a break in the middle of something, if they come in and I got to go deal with that, we'll just go into battle mode for a little bit, and then I will come back, and then we'll continue playing some games. So just a heads up. Speaking of capture cards, have you checked out the EVA XR1? I have not, Subi. Is that like a 3000 series? Speaking of 3000 series, Nova says, hey, I just got a 3070. Holy mackerel, it cost me a kidney. Well, hey, at least you got two, right? At least you got two. I don't know if it's worth a kidney, bro, but hey, it's your kidney. You do what you want with it. Dragon Overlord coming out says, hey, Kismet, hi, everyone. It's great to see the best streamer on Twitch again. Oh, Dragon Overlord, you're so kind. I always appreciate the love and support here on the stream. Let's see, and happy world kindness, I think that's supposed to be kindness and symphonic metal days. That's an interesting one. I never even heard of symphonic metal, but now I'm interested. You got me interested in figuring out what that is. It's also Friday the 13th as well. True, but we're going to have good luck on Friday the 13th. We're going to turn it around today. I doubt it. This whole stream is going to go off the rails. You just know it, because it doesn't need to be Friday the 13th for this stream to go off the rails. That's why people watch this stream, because you know something's going to happen. It's EGA's first capture card with 4K pass-through. Well, hey, I might have to take a look at it. I really like all the Elgato stuff. Elgato's just been absolutely crushing it. But I'll take a look at it. Why don't you put it on the Discord, Subi? Pop over on the Discord. throw it in there in the general chat to remind me, because I'm terrible about remembering things. So if you can just throw it in the Discord for me in the general chat, say, hey, Kismet, remember to go look at the EVGA XR1 capture card. That'll help me a lot. Appreciate it. Nova coming in with the lull. Yeah. So I'm really excited, everybody. I can sit here and yap all the time, but we got to get some battles going on. We got to get in some 4K, No Man's Sky, next generation, and then later on, some epic early, exclusive early access to Mars Horizon. All right, so let's get into it. I'm ready to go. I don't want to talk anymore. I want to play some games. Let's go. I'm so excited. Let's go. All right, let's do it, everybody. Now, we left off. We got the blue chest, man. I ran about 13 hours of battles yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Whoo, I was getting real tired, too. I was getting real tired. I was like, okay, just one more battle. I say, well, wait a minute. Now we got to get to the purple one, because I want you guys to have a chance to get the blue chest, or not the purple one, but the blue chest one. I was so exhausted. I was like, we got to do a couple more battles. I got to get them to that chest. But now, of course, we're starting with a 4 skull today. That's not a good start. That's a tough one at the very beginning. But I believe in each and every one of you. We're going to need every single unit we can muster. This is a game called Stream Raiders, a little side game we play while we're playing other games. So we're going to go ahead and dive into this. You can find the link right there in the chat. You can find me or Captain Kismet. It is free to play. If you've never played it before, come and join us. Super fun to play while we're streaming along the way here, playing some No Man's Sky. So go ahead and join us. I'm going to go ahead and throw my Centurion in. And again, you get access to the battle board. You can put your units down 1 every 5 minutes. You can have up to 6. You want to put down as many as you possibly can. Get you more kills, more assists, more loot for more upgrades, and getting more units unlocked. You get your epics, your legendaries, get those all in there. And you can also help out everybody else by just putting down every single unit. Work together as a team is one of my favorite ways of playing any game, is as a team. And I feel like we're going to play a bit today on Next Gen, and then we're going to switch over to Mars Horizon around 1:30. We're going to play for a few hours. And then I think next week, I'm going to start a brand new game in multiplayer. So if you want to come join me for some No Man's Sky next week, next Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to try to fire that up if nothing goes horribly wrong. Knock on pressed wood. Let's hope nothing goes horribly wrong like last Friday. Or was it the Friday before that? I don't know. Here we go. All right, we're going to get into some No Man's Sky. Now, this is normally not too sexy, the options menu, but today it is sexy. So let's check it out. First thing we're going to do is go check out our general options. You can see I just got my stuff there. Let's check out our video options. That's right. I'm playing at 3,840 by 2,160. So basically 4K. Now, you can't see it at 4K. Again, don't have the 4K capture card yet. Come on, NVIDIA. Not NVIDIA, but oh, God, show me some love. Show me some love. I love you guys. And then I'm using my GeForce GTX 1080 right here, which is easily able to do 4K. In fact, I'm pushing out 4K to one monitor, and I'm putting out 1080 to my other monitor, which is what you guys are seeing, or my other capture card, my Elgato capture card. I have the HD60 Pro, best capture card I've ever had. You know why? Because you set it and you forget it. That's right. You plug it in your machine, you plug in the input, it captures your video, you throw it into OBS or whatever your favorite capture program is for your stream or your recordings or whatever you're doing, and bam, that's it. You never have to think about it again. I never think about that card, and that's the kind of product I like. Those are the kind of people I like to hire, too. I like to hire people who come over and say they're going to add a water heater. I actually had this guy, I had him add a water heater. This is how it was. I went to work. This is when I used to drive to work. So I went to work. I came home. The dude was there. I said, hey, you're going to install us tomorrow? He's like, yeah. And he said, okay, I'm going to set the water heater right here. I'll come back tomorrow and install it. So we come back the next day. I was at work. I come home from work. Dude has installed it, done everything he needed to do, and he was gone. I didn't have to do anything else. That was it. He just did what he said he was going to do, and I never had one issue with that water heater, and big love to that dude. I like people who are like that, who just get the job done. No muss, no fuss, set it and forget it. Boom. So that's the cool thing about this right here. Look at that. Now, let's also look at our actual graphic options. Ultra, baby. 16 times TAA times FXAA and Ultra right down here, which is GTAO. Do you even know what that is? I can't remember. Let's look at it. Ground truth, ambient occlusion creates realistic shadowing around objects. Unlike traditional shadowing, GTAO can account for the occlusion of light, creating non-uniform shadows that add depth to a scene. The setting only affects GPU performance. I bet you we're going to have a little bit of hitching. I bet you we're going to have a little bit of it lugging because I am running 2 monitors at the same time in theory, but let's go take a look. Booyah! Now, if you could only see it as beautiful as me, everybody. Oh my gosh. No Man's Sky has gone to just a whole nother level. Now, of course, they've also come out for next gen, for PS5, for Xbox Series X, I think it is. Why do they give it such weird names? I don't know. But go check it out on your new system. Hopefully you got to snag one of those up, or just wait till they, after the holiday season, snatch one up. Then hopefully they have a bigger supply. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. Crystal clear, super fine edges. You can't even see the pixelated edges at all. Super beautiful, and they've done a really fantastic job, not only on the Origins update, but on the next gen update. So let's jump down and take a little look. Boom. Now look at this grass as you run through there. Look at it kind of move as I run through there. The shadows, the inclusion, all the things that are going on, the little bits of stuff in the air. It is just, now look at these things. Holy moly, look at these gigantic things. I took that over. That's my base now. I took that over. So pretty epic. Look at the ships flying by. All the stuff flying in there. There's also stuff that's underground that's moving on. It's way off there on the horizon. You can see it moving around. I saw that little octopus guy. And there's lots of stuff that they added to the game. All new worlds, all next gen, for PC as well. Not just console, but also for PC. I did install the next gen upgrade, and it is gorgeous. Again, I wish you could see it like I could see it. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So huge ups to Hello Games for just absolutely crushing it on No Man's Sky. Thanks for not giving up. Thanks for not giving up and doing right by all your players. I will never forget that, and I will sing your praises until the end of time, because those are the type of devs that I love. I love the type of devs that don't give up. They never give up. They never surrender. They go in there and they say, you know what? We are going to make a great game. Maybe we might have not did such good at the beginning. We had high hopes. We had things. But at the time, we didn't have the means to deliver it. But we're going to put our heads down and we're going to make it happen. And that's exactly what they did in No Man's Sky. And fantastically done. I highly recommend, if you own the game, guess what? You get all the updates for free. 2 to 3 years worth of updates for free. No DLC, no none of that BS, no microtransactions or loot boxes or nothing. You bought the game, you get the updates. That is awesome. That's an awesome company. I don't like all this nickel and diamond all the time. I don't mind cosmetic stuff. That I have zero problems with. But I do have problems with over monetization, pay to win, that kind of stuff, excessive loot boxes, things like that. I feel like that just ruins the game experience. And hey, you got to make $1 to keep your game going. There ain't nothing wrong with making money as a business. But not underhandedly, not as like a scoundrel, right? Don't do it scummy. Do it awesome, like No Man's Sky. And then people will just, like me, will shout you out from the mountaintops and say, yo, you need to go try this game. That's the type of game you need to make, where word of mouth spreads that you have an amazing game. And believe me, there's nothing that can stop it. Once that starts, when people know that you have an amazing game, boom, it's going wild, bro. It's going wild through the whole entire gaming community for sure. Now, all right, over here, everybody, we've got our main base. Look at, if you could only see how incredibly detailed this stuff is. It is so detailed, man. It is crystal sharp. It's like I did it in my 3D program and did it in Maya and then had it on my screen in Maya. That's how it looks. It doesn't look compressed. It doesn't look like pixelated. It looks crystal sharp. The battery looks amazing. Holy mackerel. That looks awesome. Now, normally I don't get that excited about graphics. Normally in a game, when I'm playing the game, I'll get into the graphics, and then about an hour in, I'm just like, okay, how's the gameplay itself? But wow, this is like a night and day difference, everybody. Really, really suggest giving your No Man's Sky another go. Now, I started a new playthrough, and we've been working on our basics, and I'm going to tell you how to make endless cash. That's right, you're going to be a wasteland tycoon or space tycoon just like me. So let's start off with our rusted farm today. Now, last week, what we did is we set up our basic farms. Now, I like to do the industrial. Some people don't. Some people like to manually collect it and all of that. I like to do the industrial building because I can set it and forget it. Now, I set these up last Friday, a week ago, so that we could let them run. And then I will come back today, basically 7 days later, and pick up the loot because it runs when you're not online. So that's a really good set it and forget it. You don't have to be in the game. You don't have to have your computer on, nothing. You set it up, you log out, it continues to run, you come back in, boom, you got the loot. Now, we're just getting started, so we don't have a lot of loot. Eventually, we'll get to a point where we have thousands and thousands and thousands of loot. But right now, we have 7,500 rusted metal. And you're like, rusted metal, because that's trash, bro. Why are you doing rusted metal? I throw that rusted metal away all the time. Big mistake. You know why? Watch this. Watch what I do with this rusted metal, everybody. I'm going to take this rusted metal and do something that I normally have to collect myself. That's right. I'm going to create 4,000 ferrite dust right now. So I got my ferrite dust going. Let me turn my sound on. We got 4,000 ferrite dust. Now, that's only half of the ferrite dust, everybody. That's half of it, right? So when it does it, I'm going to get to be able to queue it up again and again because this is going to convert from 7,000 or 7,500 over to 14,000 because this is 1 to 2. So one of these equals 2 of those. So basically, I'm converting 14,000 ferrite dust. Now, remember all that time you took collecting all that ferrite dust? Well, guess what? Never have to do it again. Get your rusted metal farm set up, and then you're off and running. Now, I have perpetual power because I've run power. Oh, my gosh, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful, everybody. I'm sorry. It's like, it stuns me. It just like hits me how incredibly beautiful this game is. Wow. Wow. It is very beautiful in 4K. Now, I just got my 4K set up. I can't wait to eventually get a 4K capture card so I can try to stream it to you guys. I don't even know if I can. I don't know if it's possible. But I'm going to try to start working a bit toward 4K so those people who have a 4K TV and that kind of stuff can put me up on their TV. They're like, dang, Kismet, 4K. You don't need to see me in 4K, but at least you can see the game in 4K. I should be more like, 640 by 480 down here. I don't need to be in high res, but it is amazing to see the game in what I feel is when it's truly magical. When you really feel like you're there, you really feel like you're in that moment, like you're really there at that location. All right, so that's going to take a while. It's going to take about 20 minutes. It's going to take a good amount of time because they've upped a lot of this stuff. It takes longer to extract. It takes longer to convert and all of that stuff. So I'm going to let that run. And now that I've taken that out of there, that 7,500 out of there, it's now going to queue up and go get another 7,500 over the next 16 hours. So if I come back in 16 hours, if I just log out of the game, come back in 16 hours, bam, 7,500 more. But I'm going to use that ferrite dust to build up more of a backlog. So when I log out, the next time I come in, instead of 7,500, could be 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 500,000. I have actually done that before. 500,000 activated idiom, which is worth $500 million. Billion with a B. That's right, $500 million every time I log in this game. We're going to get that going again. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, over here, we've got our extractor. So if we want to speed up our extraction a little bit, we got to work a bit on our life support. There we go. If we want to speed up our extraction a little bit here, we want to add more extractors. So we're going to start with that today. We're going to speed that up just a little bit. And we're going to need a ton of various different materials. And luckily, that's what we're extracting. We're extracting materials that help us extract more materials and extract them faster and store them up more often. Now, I don't know what I was thinking when I put this in, but look at this. Holy mackerel, this is not good. This is not good. All right, Kismet, what were you doing, bro? What were you doing here? All right, that's not good. Let's fix that up. Hold on a second here, everybody. We gotta make that nicer. We're gonna go ahead and put that this way. Now, this is my center one. I can tell you that because that's where my center power is being connected. So I'm gonna go ahead and snuzzle these together. Now, of course, the closer they are, the higher density they are to the actual node. The node, what it's doing is just drilling underground. right? So it's drilling underground and extracting those resources, and it has a concentration, right? So if you have an S node, the S node is 100%. And then as you have lesser nodes like C, B, and A, or wait, no, it goes A, right, C, S, A, B, C, there we go, the other way. As you go down that scale, it has less and less concentration, 80%, 50%, 40%. And this one right here is, let's get out of there, we can take a look. This one right here is a C node. So it's a C node. So its concentration is a lot less, right? So its concentration and its extraction is about 38%. So roughly about 40% on a C node. And that's okay because we can add more extractors to speed it up a bit. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to add some extractors and then we're going to connect these extractors together like this. We'll connect it across there. Connect that across there, and then we'll connect this over to there. There we go. All right, very nice. And then, of course, we need to connect our power. Don't forget that, or they're sitting there doing nothing the whole time. We'll connect this one to here, and that one to there. And now you'll see all three of our extractors start to go. And that'll have an overall effect on how long it's going to take for it to extract that 7,500. Let's go look. Oh, over here. Wait a minute. It went up from 7,500. Now it's 7,750. Why did it go up? Well, that's because I added another one, and that other one adds more storage when you add an additional extractor. Now, instead of 16 hours, it's 11 hours. So we just cut 5 hours off of this extraction. But we're not going to stop there. We're not going to stop there, everybody. Come on now. You must not ever watched my stream before. This is the mega stream. We mega build up in here, everybody. We blow it up. All right, let's keep it going. There we go. We got another one in there. And another one. And another one. That's right. Come on now. You knew I was going to do it. You guys saw it coming a mile away. All right, let's go ahead and connect that into there. Let's connect this into here. There we go. Man, I'm really in the mood to play some games today. Some days, you're just like in the mood. I'm in the mood to play some space games and have some fun. All right, let's go ahead and cross-connect this power. Let's connect this power together over there, and then we'll connect this one in here. Now, this last one, you don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's just me. And you're like, wait a minute. It got quiet all of a sudden. Hold on. They turned off. Uh-oh. What happened? Why'd they turn off? Good question. Let's go ahead and look at the supply depot. Supply depot right now, 8,500 storage. It'll take 6 hours to fill, but it is stopped. How do we know it's filled? Or stopped, I mean, because we don't hear it going up and down, and we have another thing that shows up here on the left when it is functioning. Now, the biggest problem, of course, you're going to run into is power. Now, I could set up what's going on with my vehicle over there? I could set up a solar power and do all of that, but I've actually set up perpetual power. You can see it up there on the hill right over here. I've set up some perpetual power over there, and we're going to run out over there. Oh, God, it's beautiful in this game. Oh, look at that jetpack. Look at the flames, man. Awesome. This update is amazing, everybody. I highly recommend. I'd fire up that Steam or wherever you got your PS4, your Xbox, whatever it is. Get that update rolling right now. Get it rolling right now. Go and check it out. I think you're going to like it. All right. And plus, you already paid for it, so you might as well. I suggest a new playthrough. I think you'll have some fun. Playing some No Man's Sky. All right, there we go. We're going to expand this out just a little bit here. Let's go out this way, that way, and that way. All right, there we go. Now, one of my favorite things to do is actually go into fly mode when you're doing your camera, right? So you're in here, you're building your stuff, and you just go ahead and hit C, and it'll allow you to fly around. Now, we need more power. How do we know we need more power? Well, one, the stuff stopped. That's a dead giveaway. And number two, if we go into here, we can see how much is being used, 430, and how much is being produced, 296. Now, the interesting thing is it has a storage also back there where I have a battery so I can see it from that side, how much is being used. But right now we have 296. So we only have two of these. So we can just cut the number in half, and that tells you exactly how much each of them is producing roughly, right? So let's just round it up to 300 and say that each of these are 150, right? And so if we say 300 and we need another 130, well, we need to add one more to get 150, right? Now, we also need to think about the future because you know how I am. We're going to mega build. So we also need to think about that. Now, see, what we did last time was set up all this to extract. And then because I set this all up to extract, Now I've got the resources to upgrade this to extract even more in a mega level, right? So we're going to go ahead and add some more power. We need a little bit more metal plating. And what do we use for metal plating? Ferrite dust. What are we converting right now? Ferrite dust. Exactly. You're going to need a lot of metal plating. I mean, an insane amount. Let's do it. Come on, let's blow it up. Let's do 10 of these suckers. There we go. All right. And then we're going to go ahead, again, fly around. And let's get this power. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, everybody. And we're going to do multiplayer next week. So I'm probably just going to fuddle around with this today and then start a brand new playthrough, multiplayer. You're welcome to come join me. We're going to find our thing. Going to find our planet and whatnot. I don't know if I'm going to keep this playthrough because this is a pretty incredible playthrough. But I am going to flip my multiplayer on. So if you want to come join me, I think I might stay in this playthrough just because it's pretty epic. Pretty amazing start. But again, if you want to join me, feel free to come on in and get it going on. Because we've already played through 10, 20 times and whatnot. I've already done the main storyline and all of that. I think it'd be pretty fun. Run that over there. Oh, who's that guy in the corner? That's me. I just messing with you guys. That's me because I'm using my fly camera right now to fly around, and it allows you to build a lot easier. Now, you don't have to do what I call redundant power like this. I just like to do it where you run extra lines even though it's connected on the other side. I just think it looks cool, and I like doing it. So there you go. Now, that's a lot of power right there. So I just basically tripled up my power. So now, when I go to look at my power generation in here, I'm now producing 877 and using 430. So if I think about it, okay, how many things do I have over? I have 6 over there. If I need to do 3 more, which is half of 6, then I'm going to need about an additional, say, half of the power I've already got now. So around 600. And I've got 800 going right now. So that's going to be more than enough. And I find 6 of these equal about 9 of those with extra power for your base and things like that. So that works out pretty good. Now, we can also look at what kind of node we have here for our power. This is also a C node. So these are the 2 lowest nodes you could possibly get in the game, but yet they still work fantastically. They're going to extract slower. They're going to take longer. And it's going to require more resources and more power to get them going. Of course, you want to have the highest level nodes you can. You want to have those S nodes. Look at the rocks. Look at the rocks. Look at the bushes. Look how incredibly clear they are. Look at the shiny rocks. Look at the texture on there. Dang. Dang. I'm enjoying my 4K play. You can't see it in 4K, but take my word for it. It is amazing. It is very, very amazing. And then we're also playing the next gen update. So you're welcome to go ahead and check that out if you're on PC or if you got a PS5 or Xbox One X as well. Okay. Yeah, point over there. I don't want you to point. I want you to steal my life support. There we go. Okay, so now you can see all 6 of my things are fired up again. So they're all working away. And now we can check our time again. It went down from 10 hours now to 6 hours right there. Very nice. We're going to have 8,500 in 6 hours. Now, I start with 3, then 6, then 9. Unless I'm doing something like activated idiom where I want it to make me as maximum amount of cash as possible. But I would say you don't need more than 9. I would probably limit it to that because it's just going to waste your resources beyond that point. Let's make a bunch more plates. Show you a great way to make plates. You click, let go of the mouse button, and then you hit D like dog, and just hit a bunch of those, and boom, it'll make a bunch of those. Hit D a bunch of times, it'll make like 6, 10, 50, 100 at the same time, so you have to keep doing that over and over again by holding down E all the time. All right, we got that going, and so we want to, again, fly on over here and see if we can sneak 3 more of these in here and see if we have enough power. There's 1. Oh, not enough. Not enough. Oh. You know what would be great right now? Some rusted metal. We took some rusted metal and we converted it in some ferrite dust because then we could make some plates. Oh, wait. Here's 2,000 right here. Now, see, I'm always thinking 4, 5, 6, 10 steps ahead. Kind of like you're playing a game of chess, right? Thinking like 20 steps ahead. Always thinking those steps ahead. So that's why I'm in there converting it. So when I run out of plates over here, I can just go ahead and queue up a bunch more. Let's just queue up 10 more. Boom, there we go. Now, we're also going to need something else there, I see. We're going to need some chromatic metal. Oh, okay. We're going to have to convert some of that, too. Now, we do have some converters that we can use, some small converters. Though we could make another medium converter for it over here if we wanted to. If you notice everything shakes when you're doing the extraction, that's kind of fun, too. We're going in here. We're going to use our little portable refiner right over here. And we got a couple of those laying around. Just so we can let our other one keep going. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to say, okay, we need some chromatic metal. So if we got some copper, we got 1100 copper there, we can go ahead and make some more chromatic metal. Now, while that's making chromatic metal, while that's extracting and putting it into my storage, while this is converting, I'm going to go, you know, take a little journey somewhere that we set up earlier. How about right over here? Let's go to this copper farm that we set up as well, because this is rusted metal there, and now we're going to go to our copper farm. We're going to get that going. Wow, 4K monitors are so expensive. They're not, Nova. They're not. I got mine. It's a BenQ, and I'm going to do a unboxing on it so you can see it. I got it on sale. It was like $200, $299 during Amazon Prime. It's a 4K monitor. It's one of the monitors that have eye care, because my eyes do get eye strain because I do sit at the computer a lot, both when I'm working on video editing and then also when I'm streaming. And it is really nice on your eyes. It's like $299. It is an incredibly great deal. Normally it was like $500-$600. BenQ is like the Cadillac, is like the best of the best monitors, I think anyway, for gaming. They're like the ultimate goal of me is getting this 4K monitor. This is like the final piece of the streaming puzzle for me. And that's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to move up to 4K in my gaming, and it is amazing, bro. It is really, really nice. So check it out on Amazon. I'll give you a link to it and all that stuff when I get that video done. I'm about 50% done on that. I'm working on a bunch of videos at the same time. Maybe this weekend I'll get it done, push that out. I'm doing a Kismet Killbox, modular Killbox one, and then I'm doing a unboxing on my BenQ. And how to set it up, and how I got my 4K set up along with streaming, and how you can run out of your video card. You can run 1080 to your streaming card, and then 4K to your, what's this flashing? Oh, it's the thing. And then you can run 4K also to your monitor. So I'll show you how to do all of that. All you streamers out there, or just people who want to play in 4K. All right, so there we go. So now we got our little place here. We can hide inside here. As well as we can look at where our extractors is over here. And it just so happens that right over here, we happen to be extracting copper as well. So this is one of our primary resources we need to get going at the very beginning. So we got our rusted metal, which is our ferrite dust, and now we've got our copper. We just converted 1100, and that's it. I don't have to go shoot it out the ground. I don't have to go drain out. Now, if that's your thing, you like doing that, go do it. That's fun. Some people don't play industrial at all. They don't use the industrial extractors at all. I do. That's my style of gameplay. I love to set it and forget. I think that's amazingly fun, for sure. Well, look at my textures right here. All right, a little funky there on the textures. Something's gone horribly wrong. Oh, there we go. Now it's fixed. But yeah, man, the texture detail. Look at that texture detail. Look at all the little rocks and stuff. Insane. This over here, you can see this is when you got your graphics card turned way down. That's a great example. And then this is when you got it set to 4K, or you got it set in the next gen, even 1080. You can see every little rock, every little thing in the ground there. Pretty amazing. I don't know why that texture's not reloading. Probably my machine or my graphics card. It's some reason. Yeah, look, see the zones are not fully recorded. That looks like a bug to me. But now look, we got 4K down there. That looks like a bug to me, or it's just taking time for it to load, because I do have multiple monitors running at the same time. I don't blame the game. I blame my system. Now, over here, we got same thing. 2 extractors running for our copper. And we want to get a ton of these extractors running. But we're going to come back to our copper. Copper is not the highest priority thing right now, because you saw I got a bunch of copper. That's enough copper to do a bunch of stuff for right now. Oh, where's our light thing out here? Where's our teleporter? I just got to follow these power lines, and they'll lead me there. There we go. Okay. So we grab more copper, so we can convert that as well back to rusted metal. Let's do it. Boom. Now, another thing that we're going to need is we're going to need a bunch of ability to build stuff as well. And again, I should have, man, I don't know why I didn't tweet that out when I went and got that. It just dawned on me. I'm sorry, everybody. I must have been super busy. I should have tweeted that deal out for that BenQ monitor so everybody could have got it. But you never know. You can get it. You can also get it probably on Black Friday, or Cyber Monday. Maybe Cyber Monday you can get it as well. Let's see. I can relate with eye strain. I sit here at my desk with 3 27-inch monitors and then work on my laptop screen all day. Yeah, same thing here. I typically have at least a dual monitor whenever I'm editing or doing graphic design, minimum. And usually a minimum of, 20-inch monitor back in the day. Now, 27, 28-inch monitors. My Mac over here, I have a 5K monitor. Again, I'm going to show you my whole office here. You guys will be able to see all the things and how I make it work, and I'm going to show you all the components of all of my machines. I'm gonna raise the curtain of everything that goes on behind the stream, and maybe it'll help you in your stream, or maybe help you in your gaming setup and all of that. That's why I love doing guides, everybody. Not to monetize them and make affiliate links and all that stuff. I don't care about that stuff. It doesn't. I mean, if it happens, great. That just allows me to do more giveaways here in the stream. But my goal is to take away all the endless hours of suffering and pain that I had to go through to make this stuff work, right? Instead of you spending 7 to 8 hours of your time trying to figure it out, or maybe never figuring it out, I have already spent that time, and so I would love to save you that time so you could be playing more games. So that's why I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing a lot of guides and stuff, working very hard on it as always. As always, 7 days a week here on the stream. I'm streaming 6 days a week and working behind the scenes 7 days a week. So there you go. Hopefully No Man's Sky PSVR will get graphics update along with it. Does. No, they already announced that, Rotisserie G. They already said that it will actually be for the VR version. It says it in their release video. If you go check out their Twitter, you can see it in there that they talk about the PS VR version of it, that it does play in next gen. So yeah, awesome. I can relate with eye strain. Yeah, catch up on my thing here. Look at the stones, they turned to 240p. Yeah, I know, huh? It's from 4K to 240p, and I think that's my machine. I bet it's my GPU. We'll see how it goes. But also you got to think this is the first release. they need a 1.0.1. You know how it is. I'm looking to replace my middle monitor to a 34-inch 1440p 144 ultra wide, but not sure yet. Well, man, I would be watching for deals on it. On Amazon, you can actually tell it to alert you. Plus, they got a whole bunch of other services that you can go out and do, but they ain't paying me to advertise them, so I'm not going to. But I can't remember them off the top of my head anyway. But they have a whole bunch of services that will actually go in and you can mark a product, and it will tell you when it hits your thing. So if it hits say it's like, $600 and it drops to $200. Because normally, this year is very different because of the pandemic and all of that. Normally, they put stuff on sale that's from last year or the year before that. But they have stuff on sale this year that is this year's stuff, right? Or next year's stuff. They got like 2021 stuff that's on sale this year. You know why? Because they're having a rough year. That's exactly what's happening in retail right now. Retail's having a rough year. Amazon not. Amazon's having a great year. I bet they're having a really fantastic year this year because everybody's ordering it online. They're sitting at home. They're bored. They don't have anything to do. And they're like, what can I go buy on Amazon? And they're just buying tons of stuff. I know I've bought tons of stuff on Amazon. I've been buying tons of stuff on Amazon since Amazon came out, by the way, all the years of having Amazon. It's like the most convenient thing. You just go over there and say, hey, I just bought my wife. Because remember I tell you guys all the time, we're going to get back to more gaming here. Let me tell you a little real life stuff. To buy unexpected things at unexpected times. And it doesn't have to be really expensive, right? So I saw this advertisement on Twitter, right? And normally I ignore advertisements for stuff, but I saw something that I know my wife would like. Now here, see if you ladies or you dudes can relate to this, that you go in the car with your wife, right? Maybe your wife's driving or you're driving or whatever, and she's got her purse with her, right? And so I should have probably done an unboxing. It just dawned on me. I probably should have done an unboxing, but I didn't. I just put it in there. But I'm not sponsored by them in any way, by the way. I just saw it on Twitter. So I went on Twitter and I said, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll go look for it on Amazon. So I go look for it on Amazon. I find it, Amazon's Choice, bestseller, I'm like, that's the one. I always buy the best sellers typically, or the Amazon's Choice one, because I read all the things down below, right? The pluses and minuses and whatnot. They have 5,000 that have been sold, 10,000 been sold, 100,000. I always get the ones that have had a lot of sales and the ones that are on those products. So I went and ordered this up. Now what it does is it attaches to the back of your center console in your car. You know how in your car, a lot of you have a center console, a center thing that you lift up and you can put all your CDs and pins and napkins or whatever in the center, right? And if you got kids, you keep all your kid stuff in there for when the kids want a stick of gum or they want a breath mint or they want whatever. That's what we keep in there. And so, or tissue, whatever. And so what it does is it has a little string and it goes around the back of that thing and you tuck it in there and then you put it down. And then it goes up and then across into the back of the seat, right? Where you have your headrest. So it attaches to the back of your headrest. It goes around the back and attaches up there. And so it sits in between the driver and the passenger side. And do you know what you sit right here in the passenger side? My wife's purse. Right there. I'm telling you. She lost her mind, everybody. She lost her mind for the garbage hole. That's true, Caveman. Sometimes it is the garbage hole. But she lost her mind because normally she has to set it down in the driver's seat. Or I got to sit there and I got to sit like this, right? When it's sitting down there where my legs are, I got my legs over. She tries to put it in the back, but then she got to reach it back. But literally it sits in between the driver and the passenger in that empty space that you got anyway. And she just sets it right there every time she gets in. I'm the hero, bro. I got so many husband points for that. I'm telling you, unexpected things at unexpected moments. And I said, I didn't buy it for you for Christmas or anything like that. I just was thinking about you, and I got this for you, right? I'm telling you. How do I know it works? Been with my wife 27 years. That's how I know it works. So go out there and surprise your significant other soon. Again, it doesn't have to be an expensive thing. Just something that you think they may need. Something that they like. Something that they're into, right? Could be the smallest thing. That thing, I forget how much that thing was. It was like 10, 20 bucks or something like that. And I thought, man, she's going to love that. Because that's an everyday effect thing, right? Something that affects her every day. So every day she puts it, you can put it right here and then very easily just pick it right out of there. So when she's taking my daughter to school or picking her up or whatever, the purse is not in the way. She's not stepping on the purse. It's not getting dirty or muddy when it's on the ground or when it's raining or none of that. I'm telling you, bro, small stuff like that is the win. All right, so speaking of getting the win, let's play some Stream Raiders too. Let's go ahead and blow it up. Boom, while we're waiting for our stuff to convert. Let's go. Oh, my ferrite dust is 60% done too. Let's do it. Battle time. Oh, I need my... Yeah, crank that up a little bit. Really? Do we? Wow! I was looking for the enemies. I'm like, where's the enemies at? We already killed them all. That's a 4 skull too. That was a tough one to start with. You guys crushed it. Way to blow it up, everybody. We got Daddy P Daddy coming in, getting some love. Judas, we got Caveman Max, we got Nightox coming in, all getting some love. And Break Some Stuff, which he did a great job of it with the 11 assists, also coming in. MVP, nice job. All right, back to the map. We're closing in on the boss. Look at this cool little boss. What boss is this one? A Soul Harvest boss, like a Grim Reaper. Cool. All right, let's get to that boss. Let's get you guys some loot. I'm going to pull out the Rogue, for the Flying Rogue for this one. Back you guys up. Going to get right down in that bottom right corner. Remember, you come and join us for free right there with that link in the chat. Might as well play. Everybody else in the chat's played it. Let's get back into some No Man's Sky. Oh, in 4K next gen. Right here. All right, how much we got now? Woo, another 2,000. Thank you very much. We'll be taking that. Have a nice day. Let's get it going. Now, over here, we've also converted some chromatic metal. We got 550, very nice, ready to go there. You know what I think we should do? I think we should convert some more while we're standing around. Let's take 3,500 and put it in there. Let's make sure we up our fuel supply. There we go, and begin. That'll be 1,750. Now I'm going to move away from this thing so it stops shaking like that. See, I have my base this far away on purpose, so I don't have to have that shaking all the time. Now, over here on the left side, or right side, is my rusted metal. Now, on the left side is something else. Is oxygen. You're like, where the heck are you getting that oxygen from, bro? 2,500 oxygen? Where do you get that from? Well, if we go ahead and look at where this one is on this side, it actually runs way off in the distance in that direction where we have some gas extractors. We're extracting the gas and then running the pipeline all the way back over here. It's a whole separate line from this. This is different. This is rusted metal, but this is running our oxygen right back here. So we don't have to run over there every time and grab it. So not only are we getting rusted metal, which is ferrite dust, we're getting oxygen, which can be converted or left as oxygen or converted into carbon. Plus we're getting our copper, which can be converted into chromatic metal. That's right, we win. That's it. That's it. Those are the three you need. You get those three, forget about it. You win the entire game. Now, if you want to get them faster, which is what we're going to do next, then we're going to extract a little bit faster. So the next time we come in, we're going to get more and more and more. Now, again, I'm going to flip on multiplayer next Friday. You're welcome to come join me if you got the skills, the kills. And we're going to play through again. I'm going to have some fun playing some multiplayer. Now, remember, I'm still early game, so I'm going to be working a bit on all of this fun stuff. If you want to come in and work on some extractors and build up materials and all that kind of fun stuff. By the way, you don't need to come in and give me everything in the game. That's very tempting for a lot of people to do. I'll be fine. You don't have to come in and say, Kismet, here's $1 billion or all of that. But I appreciate that sentiment, but not necessary. I like to play through the game and not be shortcutted. That's the way I am in most games. I don't like to shortcut games. I like to take my time and collect and earn it along the way. Now, we earn it together. That's even more fun. If you want to start a new playthrough and come join me, that'd be even more fun than you being super high level and whatnot. The problem with when you have the disparity of level is you try to be the everything person. Sometimes people try to be the everything person, and then they're like, hey, Kismet, I got all the resources, I got all the money, I got all the fighters, I got all the frigates, and I got all the thing. And then the other person feels like they're not valuable as part of the team, right? They need to have a role to play in the team, like a healer, like a tank, like a DPS, kind of like that, or a person who's doing the extracting, or the person who's making the base, or the person who's doing something. If they don't feel like they're a vital part of that team, they're not going to have as much fun. Now, some people are into that. Some people are like, hey, just give everything to me, and then I win the game. I'm not a big fan of that at all. I more prefer playing the old school way where you have to earn it. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we got that going. We also have a bunch of ferrite dust, about 4,000. We're going to use all that up right now. Let's do it. And you're going to see me make a bunch of plates over here, as many as I possibly can. Let's try with 30 right now. There we go. Let's make 7 more. Why are we going to make 7 more? To match up to the 3 that we got right there. And then we're going to go ahead, and make 10 more. Right there, just because that's what fits in my inventory. There we go. Okay, and that's going to allow us to make more of these right here. So, boom. We got a pipe going right through there. So let's go ahead and take this pipe out for now. We'll get another one in. And now you know why I'm doing tons and tons of ferrite dust. And copper. And oxygen. Alright, how many more we got here? Probably 1 or 2 more? 1 more. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Now, of course, we need to connect all these in. Make sure they're all connected together. I try to run them all on one side. I'm going to go into my fly camera here. I'm going to zoom in. And I try to run them along one side so I can see visually that they're all connected. See that? Now they're all connected. This one's connected in the center, most likely. Whoa, where'd it go? Connected in the center right there, and then this one over here is connected along the side, and then we'll keep this connection going. And we could cross connect them in the middle, but I typically just do it on the side, row by row, as we go. And this one we'll do a little cross connect, and then we'll connect this one. It doesn't matter which one, across to here. And then now all of that storage now goes to our rusted metal. Notice that I'm very much focusing on rusted metal first. And that's so I can have a lot of rusted metal. So now we have 9 extractors, and we also have 14,250. Notice that now we can extract 14,250 in the same amount of time it was going to extract 7,500. So I've doubled it up, and it takes the same amount of time at double. Right? That's powerful. That's very, very powerful. So in 6 hours from now, we'll have 14,000 rusted metal, which means we're going to have 28,000 ferrite dust. Now remember, it does have diminishing returns now in the newer version, so you can't have as big a farm as you want. And it also takes longer to convert, but I don't mind it being harder. I'm into that. I'm into that. All right, so we got that going. So now while we're doing that, let's go ahead and grab the rest of this rusted metal out of here. We got about 500, and we'll let that go. It's going to be about 7 hours for 14,000. That sounds about fine. We'll let that go ahead and run. Now inside here, we're going converting the rest of this rusted metal in here, and this is going to take a really, really long time in there. So I'm actually going to pull that out of there. I'm going to pull this out of here. And I'm going to say, you know what? I want to go ahead and bring this back to my main base. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up, or basically deconstruct it and grab the resources, take the resources with me. And I'm going to go back to my primary base, my Tycoon HQ, right over here. There we go. If it's a traditional 16:9 monitor, you'd be better off with that size with 4K, but doing an ultra-wide at 29.1 is fine. That's a personal opinion. Unless you're a foot away, 1440 is plenty. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I sit about a foot away from my monitor. That's about as I don't do this. Hey! I don't sit that close to your TV, don't sit that close to your monitor, or you'll end up like me, have to get your eyes lasered eventually. I used to do that as a kid. I'd be sitting like this close to it. Remember, those are the unshielded monitors back in the day. Those are like the green monitors. Have you ever seen the ones with the green text monitors? Kind of like what it looks like in Fallout. Now when you look at your Pip-Boy in Fallout, that's how those monitors used to look back in the day. They had no shielding at all. The whole back of it was open. No shielding against all the components and whatnot. And that's why eventually my eyes went bad and I had them lasered. I had LASIK done. And now I can see, which is great. But, I'm getting older, so it's, it's kind of waning again. I might have to get them lasered again. All right, so we're back in our primary base over here. And we want to go ahead and use this converter back in our primary base to just let this rusted metal run. Go to it. All right, now I kind of feel like we're going to need another converter. So let's see what we need to get another converter going. I really need 3 converters. And what do we need? We need a bit of a space here. Now, we're in the way. We can go ahead and put that right there in the center. Let's go. Here's the thing to do. When you're trying to do stuff like this and you're in third person, it's very tough because it's hard to see. So you want to go into first person, which I love about this game, that you can go into first person. Some games, you're only stuck in one or the other, first person or third person. Now, which way I'm probably going to come in? I'm probably going to come in this way. So I'm just going to turn it just cosmetically in this direction. And now we've got another one here. And what do we want to convert in here? Well, we want to throw our oxygen in here. And you're like, well, your oxygen, bro, you're going to die. Nah, it's okay. I'll be fine. I'm going to go ahead and convert that into carbon. Now, it doesn't have the best ratio. It's only 1 to 1. And it would be nice if you could go ahead and say, you know what, I want to convert my carbon by putting 2 oxygens in there. Because you can actually do that. You can actually cut this in half. You can bring it up, hit C, cut it in half, put it in there, and then grab another one and do that. But you can't do that. Oxygen mixed with a lot of things are actually a good thing to do. In my case right here, I just want to convert it into carbon because there's 2 things that I need right now. A lot of ferrite dust and a lot of carbon. So we're going to fire those up. And then there's another thing we need, right? We need our third conversion. And we're just going to sit it over here. But we need some dehydrogen jelly. Let's see how we're doing on our dehydrogen jelly. Can we make 5 of those? We'll make 3 of those. So we need some dehydrogen jelly. Now, there's multiple ways of doing it. Getting dehydrogen jelly, we can run around, collect it, and all of that. But we rich. So let's go over here and just see if we can just buy it. I've also showed you guys how to make an endless sum of money, many different ways in this game. Making money is really not that hard once you understand a bit of the game mechanics. Oh, look at that. We got some metal plates. Let's just buy those. Boom. We got about $500,000 there. You'll see me start to make $500 million with a B every single time I log in later on as we build all this up. What was the other thing I was looking for? I can't even remember now. Dehydrogen jelly. Dehydrogen jelly, or we're looking for our dehydrogen in there. Very rare do I find dehydrogen, but sometimes I do find dehydrogen jelly. Oh, uranium's good. We can use that for our ship. We'll grab a bit of that, but nothing too sexy in here, nothing we're really looking for. At some point, I make so much cash that I just start buying everything. So we'll check that one, and then there's another guy down here at the end, which you normally would find in the smaller settlements. This guy over here, who is, wow, that looks awesome. This is your components that you can buy right there, as well as you can also buy your other items here, your recipes. blueprints, as they call them in this game. And you can buy all your recipes as well. But it doesn't have that many resources that we're looking for. So another good thing to do is we can go ahead and run back. And I like to be in third-person mode when I'm running back and forth. God, look at this. I don't know what it's doing, but it looks cool. Something moving around over there. Like a gigantic archive or something. Like a backup hard drive. Imagine you had that in your house. A big old backup hard drive. That's what it looks like. It looks like a backup hard drive. I just noticed that. I never noticed that before. Too cool. All right, let's keep going over here. Now, if you notice, these don't need power. These particular items don't need power. The medium refiners don't need that power. But you know what does need power? Our terminus over here. Our thing. Now, we've chosen this as our kind of thing. Ooh, look way out there. Barely see it, but there's an octopus gopher right there. At least that's what I call it. But we could look for power nearby. Apparently no power nearby our base this time, which is a huge bummer. I might be out there 1,000 out in some direction nearby our base. Right now we're using solar, and our solar's kicking in. And once our solar kicks in enough, we'll be able to get that going on. Right now it's currently depleted. Doesn't look like we have enough solar to fire this up. Let's get some solar going up here. I wonder why I only have one up here. Seems kind of weird. Eh. I don't think that actually works in the center. I think it works only when it's on the side. I think we talked about that last time. That you want to get it on the side and not on the center. And then when you get on the side, I don't have to run cables or nothing. It actually just feeds down into all of this as well. And you're going to see our battery start to go up. Now, the cool thing is you can have your battery, of course, for when it's nighttime and you'll have a backup battery, basically. That'll help you out a bunch. And that allows us also to go ahead and teleport out of here. And we're going to teleport up to our Tycoon system number 1. Now, I have had a most insane start to this playthrough. I've been to 3 systems, and I've found 3 paradise planets already. 3 paradise planets. The dream of every space explorer is to find those paradise planets. Now, what the paradise planet I'm on right now, very low sentinel activity, no weather, and basically I just run around forever. And it's a paradise planet, so it means there's a lot of flora and fauna and so on as well. So very, very lucky to find that in my very first system, and then I found a second one, and then in another system I found another one. Pretty crazy to hit that lucky. It's it's the second time I've ever found a paradise planet at the very beginning of the game. Very crazy. Okay, so we're over here. We're looking for some more uranium there. Let's grab a bunch of that. And more plates too. Let's grab a bunch of those. Oops. There we go. Let's see. Ion battery, all of that other stuff. Don't need that. I'm looking for dehydrin. And of course, I'm really looking for the jelly itself. Don't see it there. Now, I go collect it, but I think we're just going to, use our dollar bills up. Now, I'm getting pretty full here, and this is getting pretty full. So we definitely need to offload some of that stuff at some point. But let's go ahead and try another one. Let's go to Tycoon System number 2. Now, I name all my systems Tycoon System 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as I go through. Pretty awesome. Hey, Flux, how you doing? You're right. Ultra wide is another resolution. Yeah, ultra wide is like, I think it's like 6K by 2000 or something like that. Pretty cool. I like the Paradise Planets for long cruises and lots of salvage data. Exactly. That's what we did, Wookie. Right at the very beginning of the game, we just started running in any random direction, north, south, east, west, whatever you want to do, and just keep going that direction. We kept collecting and collecting and collecting, and that's how we got all of our industrial unlocked. And we just started playing just a bit ago, just last Friday. We played for about 4 or 5 hours, and we've already got all that stuff unlocked and set up and ready to go. Let's see if we can find our jelly here. I'm usually pretty unlucky when it comes to this jelly. Let's see. Anything else in here? I don't need any of that. So I only buy stuff that I feel like I don't want to go and collect. That's typically what I buy early on. Good example like Cobalt and stuff like that. Though Cobalt actually sells pretty well. You can actually make a good amount of money on the Cobalt. They've added all these other cool looking things too. Amino chambers. A whole bunch of other cool stuff you can get along the way. We're going to need a bunch of those resources later on. But we're not in any rush for it right now. We can definitely get it later on. Now, you can't see it on your end. That's system 33, but it's really supposed to be system 3 because I typoed it. And I can't change it now. Once it's in there, it's in there. And so I'm playing at 4K right now. You can only see it at 1080 because I stream up to 1080 up to Twitch because I don't have a capture card that allows me to capture at 4K. If I did, I'd be doing that right now. So you guys would have a choice if you had a 4K TV or something like that. You could watch it on. Oh, my headphones are dying. That you could watch it on. Then you could see it at 4K as well because it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Again, we're playing the next gen update. Later on, we're going to play a early access game, an exclusive early access called Mars Horizon, which is a really great like Kerbal Space Program, which is kind of like you're doing progression. Reminds me very much Surviving Mars, Kerbal Space Program, that kind of stuff. Very, very cool looking game. I can't wait to play that as well, but this is awesome. We're going to play some of this first. All right, where are you hiding, my little fun little guys? Apparently, it's not going to give me any dehydrant today. No dehydrant. I guess I could grab some of these and break those down into some carbon too. By the way, you can grab these, and some of these you can break down. But I feel like we're good. Okay, so we can't find any there. Let's go ahead and head back to our Tycoon HQ. Right over here. I feel like okay. That's why my game capture, I can't hear anything because I forgot to switch my headphones. And yes, my headphones look exactly the same because they are exactly the same. Except for one's a newer version and it doesn't die as quickly. I prefer the wireless headphones. They have it typically fit my head better. Bluetooth. That's what I need while we're going through space. Tell it to connect to my... The thing about Windows. Windows is very manually. You always got to manually go do it. I flipped this over to my... if I open my iPad right now, these headphones will kick in. That's how smart, you know, iOS is and Apple's system is. But if you like to manually do it, PC all the way, bro. I have 2 custom PCs that I'm using right now. One's my gaming PC, where you're seeing the gameplay, and then you're seeing me up here on camera and on my streaming PC as well. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear it. You guys could always hear it. My headphones had gone off. All right, there we go. Some more carbon. We have 3,000 carbon from there. And then over here, we have another 2,000 ferrite dust. We're cranking now. Cranking this up. But we didn't get our dehydrant, which is what we really need. Now we go out and just scan for it. We look down here. We got some oxygen. We got some flowers that way. Oh, God, it's so gorgeous. There it is over there, a.k.a. hydrogen or dehydrant. Now look at this. Look at this, everybody. Look at this upscale graphics, man. It is jamming. Look at this beautiful paradise world. Insane texture resolution. Now, you can't see it as awesome as me. You're watching it on Twitch at 1080, and it's compressed by Twitch just so we can send it out to you guys. But I can tell you on my end, it's giving me goosebumps, bro. It's that good. It's that good. You should fire it up again. If you got No Man's Sky, you haven't played in a while, fire it up. You get all the updates for free. You don't have to pay nothing else. You bought the game, you get the full game, all updates. So fire it up, give it another go. Check out that next gen upgrade. By the way, it's not sponsored in any way. They don't even know I exist. That's okay. I don't mind shouting them out for being epic. For not giving up on it. Not giving up us on their product and not giving up on us gamers. I appreciate it big time. All right. I love that power surging thing. All right. Let's go first person here and do a little pew-pew. I have a pretty decent multi-tool as well for the beginning of the game. We ran across a pretty decent one. Very nice. Normally, graphics it's not really my thing. I don't feel it adds too much to the gameplay until you play a game like this. Until you play a game that actually the graphics is part of the story. right? Great example, World of Warcraft, too, by the way. The world is part of the story. And in this game, the world is part of your journey and part of your story as you go along. Look at that. Look at our electric fish. Right there. Look over there, this little weird guy. Look at this one. That's creepy and awesome at the same time. That's creepy, bro. That's creepy. Oh, there goes another one. Yeah, there goes our electric fish. I give them just random names. All right, let's get back to business here. We're collecting some hydrogen. Now we upgraded our scanner as well, so it's a little easier to find our hydrogen here. Let's take out this pure ferrite while we're at it too. This looks really amazing. Wish I could record in 4K too. Maybe I'll do that as a thing. Yeah, I'm running a 4K BenQ 4K monitor and also a 1080. What 4K monitor and what GPU now? Yeah, so 4K monitor, BenQ, and I'm going to do an unboxing so you guys can see it, and I'll give you a link to Amazon and all that. I got it on sale during Amazon Prime. It might even go even lower. You never know. Might even go even lower. You guys might be able to get it cheaper than even I got it. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. Let's just go ahead and get rid of a signal booster for now so we got some room. There we go. All right. So that's what I'm playing on right now. Now, you guys can't see it because I'm running it to the stream at 1080 because that's as much my capture card can do now. But Elgato's got a pretty epic level 4K card. They actually came out with a second version, a revised version for all you 4K peeps out there of that capture card as well. So I'd love to see the new version of it and see how well that sucker goes. I'm sure it's going to be epic. I'm sure it's going to be pretty epic. Oh. And so in this machine where I'm playing the games, I have a 1080. And in my other machine, I actually have a 1070, my streaming PC, which is pretty cool. And I'd love to go out and, get a 3080. If NVIDIA wants to send me one, I'd be happy to promote it here on stream. But, I'm not the big, gigantic streamer, so I seriously doubt they even know I exist, but I love their products. I don't mind shouting out people's products if they're amazing. I'm the type of person, anyway, that if I had a choice, if I was going to purchase it, would I go with the highest end, the middle, or the low end? Well, I typically don't go with the low end of anything, and I look at the price drop between the middle and the high level, right? So I'd probably go with the 3070 anyway, even if I was going to go and buy a new card, which I don't need a new card until this card breaks. This card works great. Oh, look at that thing. That's a weird thing. Looks like an upside down flower. Weird thing. All right. What else are we doing? More hydrogen. This way. Oh, depleted. Okay, so more hydrogen. So we can get our conversion going. I keep getting distracted with the graphics. I'm looking at it, I'm like, whoa. And the great thing about when technology pushes forward like this is that everything starts getting cheaper and cheaper. It's like VCRs, by the way. VCRs or CDs or anything like that. Back in the day, there's a whole bunch right here. Back in the day, did you know that VCRs were like $2,000? I bought one for like $800. Scary, right? And now you can buy them for like 20 bucks. But the same thing with CDs and DVDs. They start off at like $1,200, $2,000, and then they're, $1,000, $500. It's economies of scale. The more people that buy it, the easier it is for them to manufacture it at a lower level based on that demand. Once you up your production and whatnot, you're basically scaling down the costs, which hopefully scales down the price. Not always, but sometimes it does. Oh, there's our octopus gopher. Look at him. That's freaky. Freaky but awesome. It's freaky awesome. All right, let's go back to our base here. Make ourselves some dehydrogen jelly. Now I switch between running like this, and then when my jetpack gets filled up, then I do a Q, which is an attack, and then spacebar, and it really zooms you forward. Now I got myself a very cool black market thing that I found on some random space trader that they've added to the game. And it actually upgrades your thing. See the ones with the X's on them? Those are like, look, it's 117, but this one's 149. That's a huge, huge jump. Sprint distance plus 43 and so on and so forth. That's a huge distance. So you can find some cool new kind of black market ones for your exosuit. A lot of cool stuff they've added to the game. I definitely suggest checking it all out. Yeah, it says data store. It is a data store. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we need to go back into our mode here. And let's go ahead and put one more of these down. We're going to have 3 things converting at the same time. Now, it's getting a little crowded in here. We could add some more stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to try to line up straight here. Now, based on how you're lined up, by the way, is how it angles, too. So you can just line up straight, stand on that kind of line that's down there, and line it up way straighter if you move over there. Oh, I need to make a couple more. Couple more dehydrogen jelly. Boom, boom. There we go. All right, now we have the ability to non-stop convert 3 different materials at the same time. Now, later on, we're going to get our big ship, our freighter. We'll be able to put all these in a row. But last time we tried it, I queued up a bunch of stuff, a bunch of platinum in a row. I left, I came back, it was all gone. That was not good. That was tens of thousands of resources gone, which is pretty scary, but that's why I don't convert it on the ship yet. But we'll test it again to see how it's doing here in the update. So let's see, what do we want to do? We want to do, I think we already did all of our other stuff. We did our ferrite dust, we did our plating we've already got. Could have used our tritium too. I think that's good for now. Now, did we put down our storage? I kind of feel like we did. Yeah, we already did. How do I know? Because it doesn't let me put it down again. See how it's purple? It's telling me that I can't put it down again because I've already got one. I think I put it down underneath here. Yeah, there it is right there. It's right there. Okay. The reason why I put it down there is, one, it's not in my way up here, but I can still access it from up here. So I just go to my inventory, and I go to my exosuit, and I say, you know what? Take this glowing mineral, put that away in my storage container. Take this thing, put it in my storage container. Take my refiner, do not put it in my storage container. Put it in my ship. That I would put in my ship. This, let's combine onto us, and see if there's anything that we can combine together. Oh, that's full now. Combine together so we basically free up some slots on our ship and as well onto us. So pungium right now I don't need. Let's put that in our storage container. All of this stuff I need right now. Silicon powder. Gold I don't really need right now. We can put that away. Silver, we can put that away. Pure ferrite, I like to keep that. Now I do have some cargo slots over here. So we got some nav data here. I go and put that on my spaceship. And then now I've got salvage data, drop pods, and my nav data. Notice how I split it into 2 separate ones? That's because your cargo pod is actually a really great place to put your nav data and stuff, because your cargo thing here will actually be one stack, stack of 32. So very, very useful to use that early on. Crystal fragment, we'll put that in the cargo. We can see now we've got 10 of those in there. Really don't need them in there. Let's just put that in our storage. What else do we got? Our wiring looms over here, maybe. What about our plates? What if we put our plates in our cargo slots? Oh, wait a minute. We can go ahead and have 20 of them in there instead of just 10. And so we can go ahead and put a bunch of those in there. Now we've got 40 of those in there, and we freed up 2 slots in our actual inventory. Great place to put plates and stuff like that. And I'm in the normal mode. I have played the survival mode before. It's very fun. Highly recommend it. But it does have one gigantic drawback, and that is it doesn't progress. It doesn't progress through your conversion, right? So you can always only have 250 on you. You can always only convert 250 no matter which converter you are, the small, medium, or large converters, and your output is always 250. So it sucks, except for your cargo does hold 500, which is nice. And then also it doubles up on these things as well. But it's not very fun if you're going to do mega building. I don't like that kind of grindy, got to sit there and convert 250, 5,000 times. And I could set up a whole bunch of converters, but you can't put them all next to each other. You got to have them separated out. So you got a group of them here, and then you got to have all this gap, and then you have another group of them here, and you have to run along all of them and do that. So that adds a bit to the tedium of the game. And I don't like to add tedium. I like to add fun. That's just the way I like to do it. But it is your game. You can play it however you want. You play your game how you want. I'm going to play my game how I want. Because that's part of the fun. Alright, silicon powder, tritium. So we got our chromatic metal up here, but really we want our oxygen up there eventually. We got some extra dihydrin there. And platinum I don't need right now. Let's go ahead and put that away. Wiring loom, don't need it. Tritium we can put on our spaceship. Uranium also on the spaceship. Alright, that's looking much better. We got our portable refiner as well, in case we need to use that. I think that's good. That is good. Now, while we're at it, we can just go ahead and put some uranium in there. And put some tritium into our pulse engine. There we go. Get those powered up while we're at it. And we just got the starter ship. We're just getting started here. Getting stuff fired up. So, we still got this going on our ferrite dust. It's got another 2,000 done. Very nice. We'll let that run. And now we need some stuff to convert. So, let's go grab some of our stuff back. Back at our rusted farm. We'll grab more resources, bring them back, queue them up. We'll have 3 of them running. And then while those are running, we'll go do something else. And while we're teleporting, we're going to go ahead and do this battle. Let's go. There we go. Let me catch up here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm running 4K. Are derelict freighters the best way to farm nanites these days? They're okay. The problem with derelict freighters, I find, is they're very time consuming. But then again, I'm a super looter, so I like to go through and loot every little thing about it. So that's just me. I like to go in and loot every bit of it. But they are pretty time consuming, I find. But you can find a lot of loot in there. Picked up some black market scanning modules too, so I'm getting around 230k a pop for scanning plants and animals. Well, there you go, Resistor. That's how you do it. Let's see, game PC wise, he's running an i6 6700 stream PC. Yeah. So if you want to see all my information, by the way, on my entire studio, not just my PC, but all my PCs, my Mac, what monitor I use, what monitor I'm using, except for the BenQ, which I haven't put up there yet, and then my microphone, which I'm pointing at right now, but you can't see because it's off stream. There it is. There it is. It's stealthy. Stealthy Blue Yeti there. You can also check out all of that information on kismet.gg. You can find the link right there in the chat. Feel free to click on it. Go check it out. Got a bunch of unboxing videos over there. Hopefully help you out with your setup as well, because I go way beyond, way above and beyond. In fact, it's got links to all that stuff. So if you click the link, boom, it'll take you up to Amazon or wherever to look at those products. So enjoy. I love turning people on to great products. This is my favorite thing. And great games, too. Grant some rewards. Let's see. Jude is coming in. P Daddy. We got Nightox, Caveman, and Bo all getting some extra love there. Turk Smashy coming in with 6 kills. Overall MVP. Fantastic job. And it's... Oh, we didn't have to do that one in between. It actually went around. Well, time to do a boss run here. I feel like we're going to... Wow, look at that. We got to fight our way through that. Should we go left? Should we go top? I feel like the top right here. I feel like just coming straight down. I'm going to pull out the big guns, everybody. We're going to pull out the Wasteland Tycoon right there. My big max level tank. He's going to take a beating. But go ahead and gather around him there. And we're going to push our way down. Get you guys tons of boss loot. Right now, again, this is a game called Stream Raiders. A little side game we play while we're playing other games like No Man's Sky. In 4K right now. I'm playing it in 4K. You can only see it in 1080. If that. Depending on your internet connection. Okay, so we're going to go out here. We're going to look at our rusted metal. We've got another 1,000 rusted metal. It's done while we were busy doing other things. It's also got a bunch of oxygen as well. Thank you very much for that easy mode 250. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop out of here. And also, oh, I should grab the rest of my converted copper out here. My ship's right in the way. Thank you, ship. Grab all that out of there. Notice it's put the chromatic metal, the copper, all that stuff into my inventory because it had run out of fuel. And we got all of that. And then one more trip over the copper. Now, usually what I do after this, once I got everything kind of built up, is I will only do it once per time when I log in. So I'll log in, grab all my rusted metal, log in, grab all the copper, all the oxygen, and then I'll start it converting, and then I'll go do something else. That's just the way I like to play. Very fun. Let's see. Kismet, do you prefer unlock cargo slots, tech slots, or general slots on your suit first? Great question, Caveman. In fact, here's 1,000 kiss caps to everybody in the stream for asking great questions. Yeah, so what I do is I go in and I typically will start with the cheapest thing first. Because there's actually a great way to get more cargo slots at the very beginning of the game without buying anything. Same thing with your ship, right? How can I get more cargo slots out of my ship at the very beginning when you have no money? It costs zero money at all. Here's what you do. When you first log into the game, one of my best tips for the game is when you first log in the game, take your stuff that's in here and put it in your technology slots because your technology slots are empty. That's really funny. I find that funny that some of this stuff is actually in your cargo. You just hit E, move it, put it in your technology slots, boom, instant more cargo slots, just like that. Same thing with your starship. Go over here, grab some of this technology you got, put it in your technology slots like I do. Now, I got a junky sea-level starter ship right now, and I just popped it in there, and boom, I've got more slots over here just instantly, right? Doesn't cost you nothing. Then what I do is I typically will start with the technology slots and then bet whatever's cheaper between technology and general. And I'll go back and forth and back and forth. Cargo slots, I do not buy cargo slots. You know why? Because I'm at when I get past 3, I mean. When you're on your 4th cargo slot, it costs half a $1,000,000, right? 500,000. You know what's less than 500,000? 100,000. So if you actually go buy $100,000 worth of drop pod coordinates, you can actually get an upgrade, which I use on my cargo slots. So it only costs me 100,000 as opposed to 500,000. And it starts getting more and more and more. It'll get up to 900,000, almost 1,000,000 credits to upgrade one cargo slot. You know what's less than 900,000? 100,000. So you do your drop pod coordinates instead. But you got to need a lot of resources to do that, though. You're going to need a lot of resources ahead of time, including a lot of items that you're going to need to make. So when you go over there to do the drop pods, you'll have them, right? Like your antimatter and all of that stuff. So make sure to backlog a lot of resources first before you start doing those drop pods. And that's what we're doing right now. We're backlogging a bunch of resources, and then we'll just go to town on unlocking crazy amount of slots in our thing. And if you missed it last time, I've unlocked it many times. I've unlocked all my slots on general cargo and technology, as well as had an S-class starship. We had a fighter last time, and we went in and we spent billions of dollars on it. We upgraded all the slots, all the technology, all the things. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, because when you're making $500 million every time you log in, believe me, it's pretty easy to go buy whatever you want. That's how I win games. I win them economically. I go in and play it the Space Tycoon style, where you go in, beat it economically, find where you can actually have stuff running that makes you tons of cash while you're doing something else. Right? Making money while you're doing something else is always my goal. That's the way to do it. Both in game and in real life. Larva core is coming in. Lots of nanites. Each stack factor gives you 250. True. But what you could do instead of doing that is you could actually do gold and silver and have it extracting that gold and silver while you're offline. And then you come back online, and guess what? You got 50,000 silver, 50,000 gold. Combine those together, you got platinum. Now you got a ton of platinum. Then you take that ton of platinum and convert it into nanotites, right? You didn't even have to sit around to do it. You didn't have to go collect those lava cores. You didn't have to go battle those greenies and do all that. I take lava cores and I sell them to the vendor because that gives you millions of dollars. That's how I made my millions of dollars right now. I've probably made $2-3 million, and this is like How many hours are we into this playthrough? 5, 6, 7 hours, I think. I can't remember. Actually, I think you... Where can you see how many hours you are into a playthrough? I forgot. Is this one? Yeah, 11 hours, right? Or 15 hours. We're 15 hours in this one. No, this is the third. This is the third time we've done it. Yeah. See, I forget. I have sleep apnea, so I forget how many times we've done it. But we're about 15 hours into this playthrough, and we've already won. Well, I've already won this game. But I'm enjoying all the new graphics. I'm enjoying. Look at this detail, everybody. Look at that. Look at that detail, bro. Just insane. Epically awesome. Look at all the dust coming out of there and the lines running and all sorts of cool stuff. Okay, we got to get out of here, though. We got to get our copper. We got to bail. We got to upgrade all this stuff. That's what we're trying to do. Okay, so we get our copper. And again, the way I play is economically. I like to do my signature thing called set it and forget it. When you're converting, you set and forget it, right? Let's do our oxygen while we're thinking about it. So you just set it and forget it. And that's what we want to do right now. We want to get all three of these resources converting to something that we can use so that we can build more of this. So the next time we log in, we won't just have 2,500. We'll have 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. How much ever time we want to invest in this is how much we're going to have next time, right? That's how it goes. Now, I am going to play another game called Mars Horizon, which is a really cool looking game. I do have exclusive early access to it a week before it releases. So thanks to them for sending me that awesome code. Can't wait to try it out. They just sent it to me today. So I already installed it, ready to go. So we're going to play that in a bit as well. So make sure to stick around for that. Maybe that's your next new game. Of course, I'd still play some No Man's Sky. I'd still fire up some No Man's Sky if you haven't played in a little while. For sure. Or if you have played in a little while, I'd still fire it up. All right, let's go ahead and take our oxygen. Where's our oxygen? We got 205. That's going to go pretty fast. Convert that into carbon. Let's go over here and take our other item that we have, which is our copper, right here, and convert that into chromatic metal. Okay, we got those two going. Now over here is our ferrite dust. Still going, by the way. It's still trying to produce that 4,000. We're going to take this out of here for a second. We're going to go ahead and combine it with the rusted metal we already got. And normally, I mean, when I used to play all the time, I would just throw rusted metal away. And then I suddenly realized that it converts into ferrite dust. And I use a crazy ton of ferrite dust. I mean, an obscene amount of ferrite dust. I mean, I'll use tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of ferrite dust in my playthrough. And that just makes it so easy because it's just extracting it on its own, and then I just let it run. Now, it takes a lot longer to run, by the way, everybody. You're going to see it takes a lot longer in the update. It takes a lot longer to extract minerals. It actually will you'll get diminishing returns the more you concentrate your extraction. So I'm going to be testing extraction speed and concentration and all that stuff later game. We go in and we'll make a thing and then we'll move it apart from each other and see if it extracts further or if it's closer or further away. We'll get into all of that later on. But right now we're just trying to get our basics going, right? We're just trying to get a lot of ferrite dust, a lot of carbon, and chromatic metal. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do is work on our copper farm. So let's go upgrade that one, just like we upgraded our ferrite dust one. There we go. Is this on PS5? No, this is not on PS5. I'm on PC right now. I don't have a PS5 or Xbox Series X. I do have a PS4 Pro and an Xbox One Pro or X or whatever the heck they call it. They always got 12 names for their Xboxes. Just call it Xbox Awesome. How about that? There we go. Or Xbox X. There you go. Or just call it Xbox. How about that? Version whatever. There you go. They should have called it Xbox Next Gen. That's what they could have called NG. Next Gen. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not on PS5. I'm on PC using an NVIDIA 1080. Hey, Kismet chat, how's everybody doing today? Dude, awesome, Nikki. I'm playing in 4K right now. You can only see it in 1080 because of my capture card only goes 1080. But boy, does it look amazing on my monitor. You guys are seeing it slightly, because it's compressed also on Twitch. But on my monitor, this is crystal sharp. It looks like you're actually there. That's how amazing it looks as well. Okay, so we need to up our power. We need to up our construction over here. So let's go ahead and add a bit of our foundations here. Looking awesome. You know, I feel like we'll extend it out here. Again, this is why we need the carbon, so we can extend our foundation. We'll come back and make it fancy later, everybody. I don't do fancy at the beginning. I make functional, and then later is fancy. Functional first, fancy later. It'll just save you a lot of time. You make it too fancy in the beginning, you're going to tear it down anyway. Come back and make it fancy. All right, we got a bunch of metal plating now. I feel like we can just go to town on this. Let's just do it. All right, now you're going to see me do this at a much higher scale than just doing 1 or 2 of them. I'm going to start doing 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time. Cut that across there. There we go. And this game can be very much like Satisfactory, where sometimes you do it because it's functional, and sometimes you do it just because it looks good, the way you turn your stuff and rotate them and align them and all of that. That's up to you guys. That's up to you. How do you do yours? I just cram mine together as close as possible. I do them row by row, and I come back later and I do all the power at the end. The toughest thing I find is the supply pipe. When they're too close together, it's kind of hard to see whether they're connected into the system or not. If they're not connected into the system, you're going to be really bumming because you did all that work for nothing. And I'm just going to go ahead and run the power. That's why I have them run this way, by the way, so I can just run the power along the outside. We can use our, again, I'm using the fly camera, which is really fun. Now, you might have noticed that they stopped going up and down. It'd be nice if they had a grid in here, too. The grid snap. That would be awesome. But, you know, can't ask for everything. Maybe one day. Get some grid snap action. And we'll cross-connect that. Don't really need to. Oop. Get that one out. And we'll cross-connect it, but we don't really need to cross-connect it there, but I just do because I like to. Now, of course, this stopped again for the same reason as our last one, and that is we've lost power. So we need to look at where our power is. Okay, it's running way off over there, over the top of that mountain. I say we go for a little drive in our beautiful-looking ship. Look at the detail. Look at this insane detail. If you guys could only see it like me. You can only see how incredible. I mean, you get right up on it. I mean, right up on it, and the texture is beautiful. Now, again, if you do have a PC, you get the next gen. If you have PS5 and Xbox Series X, you get the next gen. It is released. It's out right now, and it's the best price you could ever pay for any update. It's free. Now, you might notice that this goes way out here, by the way, everybody. Let me just dazzle you a little bit here and give you a little bit of knowledge here on No Man's Sky. And I feel like this is one of the biggest misconceptions when you're building. If we go look at where our base is right now, our rusted farm is way over there. Our other farm, our other base is up this way. We can see that is 914 away. That's right. Your maximum distance from your base is actually 1,000. And if you build like a power wire like I did, and you keep building it further and further away from your base, you go out to 1,000 out. And that's where this is. It's at 900 plus. Right on the edge of that 1,000. So we got to be careful, though. We don't want to build beyond the edge of where we can actually functional use. Now, if you notice down here that I don't have the ability to build anymore. That's because what happens when I log out and log back in again, it had got confused. And this happens all the time in game. It'll get confused. Great way to show you how to fix it. And you're like, well, Kismet, obviously you were able to build out here before. Why can't you build now? Well, sometimes the game kind of loses track of the fact that you can build out this far. And so the best way to do it is to save your game. And you can save your game pretty easily by going over here into your vehicle and then popping back out again. There we go. Restore saved. And then we go ahead and quit on out. We'll just quit out to mode select. And there we go. So now we quit out of the game. And then we just go right back in. So we're going to play the game again. We're going to load the save. And this happens on PC. I don't know if this happens on console, but it happens to me quite often on PC. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on if you ran over there or if you flew your vehicle over there. I find it happens more often when you fly your vehicle out, though it does sometimes happen when you're running. So what I do is I save the game, I log out, I log back in, and it should then trigger my ability to build again. Now, this was in the previous version. I don't know if that works in the new version. I guess we're about to find out, aren't we? That's the best way to find stuff out. Let's run way over here, and then we'll go into build mode. And there you go. Now you're able to build again. See, now we can go ahead and build our foundations if we want. We got our fly camera. We've got all of that stuff now nicely right over here. Now we need to up our power here, so we're going to go ahead and just fill this in like that. So if you ever have that problem, now you know how to fix it. You're welcome. Save you endless hours of frustration going, Kismet, it doesn't work. Now you know why it works. Now you know how to make it work if it is acting funny. All right, let's go ahead and put some more power in here, and let's go boom. Go this way. Again, this is why I always have so much metal plating. And there we go. And I usually do about 6. 6 is usually pretty rock solid when it comes to power. Really, you can base it on how much extractors you're going to do, and also what level node this is right here. We'll take a look at the node here in a second. We'll get out of there. We'll go like this. We'll go ahead and look at our power node. This is a B node, so it's actually going to have a higher concentration in there, so it's going to produce a bit more power. Now let's go ahead and look at our power. I can tell you it's working already because the line's blue, but we'll go ahead and look at how much power we're generating right now. We're generating 1,293. Notice how this is exactly the same as the other one, the C node. The C node was only producing around 800 power, or 900 power. And then a B node with the exact same amount of power is producing 1,000 or 1,200. So it's basically producing about 400 more, even though it's exactly the same with the same amount of resources, the same amount of extractors. The higher those nodes are, the more power you get out of them, the less you have to build. That's going to be way more power than I'm going to use for this, but at least we got to first solve that problem of when it won't let you build, and then also solve our power problem. And off we go. Now it's really hard, since they changed the color of the world, because the world is blue, it's really hard to follow that thing now, right? And I can go look over here. There's my copper farm. By the way, did you notice that they actually made it say the name of the thing now? That's something I've been asking for forever. I don't know why it's called My Base. That's a stupid name for it, because then you have 3 of them that are My Base, right? And you don't know which base is which. So when I'm trying to get back to my copper farm, I'm going to the wrong one all the time. The way I got around it before was I was using that save thing, the one that stands up and actually creates a little like star. That's how I knew which one was my primary base and which one was all the other bases. But this is pretty awesome now. They've added the ability to actually see the name of your base, whatever you named it over here, which is cool. All right, now all of our extractors should be fired up and ready to rock. So let's go ahead and look at our overall copper extraction now. It's going to extract in the next hour and 37 minutes about 5,000 copper now. So that's pretty good. But you know, it'd be better than that? 50,000 would be way better. So let's go ahead and do that instead. How about that? Or as many as we can do for right now. So let's go ahead and burn up the rest of our ferrite dust here. We're going to go ahead and do as many plates as we can. We got a lot. Now, one of the things also I wish they would add is if I held down D, it would go up to 100 or 200 or 400, because I have to literally press it every single time. That sucks, bro. Because if you go in to like buy something in the auction hall, it will allow you to hold it down and go to maximum, where in here it doesn't do that. It would be nice if I could hold it down and go 1, 2, 5, 10, and 100, right? That would be nice. Boom. Speaking of 100, there's 100 right there. Now we're going to really have some fun, everybody. We're going to make some serious copper conversion here. Now, my dude's going to stand right there while I go ahead and start making myself a little supply area here. And I'm going to turn it this way so it's a little easier for me to see what I'm doing. Now, again, it'd be nice if this snapped along a grid like you can do in something, say, like Satisfactory or something. But, you know, we work with what we got, right? That's what we got to do. We work with the tools that the devs give us. All right. I feel like our big goal today is to get these upgraded. And we get that done, then we can kind of set it and forget it. Come back to it next time. We'll have thousands and thousands of resources in here as well. All right, so now we put a bunch of those in there. Now how much is it going to collect and how long is it going to take? Right now it's going to take 4 hours and 32 minutes. I'm going to have 14,000 copper. I say we do some more. How about that? Let's do some more. I'm going to have to move my little booty out of the way. Look at this awesome rock texture here. So high quality. Look at it. And so we're going to need to extend this out, obviously. So we'll go to our fly camera. I'm going to extend it out this way just because that's how I feel like doing it. And again, since we've collected all that oxygen and converted it into carbon, we've got plenty of room to expand our little storages all the way out here. Another thing that happens, by the way, when you go to your fly camera, is you're not hearing it, or it's not going boom, 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 boom. It's not making the screen go up and down anymore when you go to your fly camera. I like that part too. That's really nice because that gets annoying after a little bit. All right, let's see how many more of these we can do before we run out. I have a feeling we're going to run out pretty quick. Yeah, that was it. That was it right there. That was it for those 100. Let's connect that across so I don't forget later on. And see how much more we can do. We got 4,000 in there. We used about 4,000 last time. So let's go make another 100. Let's do it. Let's see. Does placing a hotspot equipment down without changing the terrain affect a base complexity? Does placing a hotspot equipment down without changing the terrain affect the base? I don't know what you mean about hotspot. What are you talking about? Do you like multiple small bases centered between a couple, 3 hotspots, or one big base stretching the 1K limit, encompassing loads of hotspots with resources coming in the base in the middle? The reason why I don't do multiple small bases, Hot Rod Skater, is because you can't connect the power together. You can't connect the power from this one over here that you went and got the power from, and then try to run it over this one. At least you used not to be able to do it. Maybe you could do it now. Let me know in the chat. Because what the biggest problem I had with the industrial here is that when you're extracting the industrial power, is I tried to run the industrial power from this base that I put down and tried to run it to this base, and it didn't work. I wouldn't power anything up. It wouldn't go to the batteries. It wouldn't do anything. So then I started going to one large one where and then I learned you can go out by 1,000, and then everything in there is connected together and can be powered together in that 1,000 sphere. I think it's like a big giant sphere that goes over, but basically it goes out in that 1,000 direction. Now it's actually 2,000 if you think about it, because here's your base computer and it goes 1,000 in this direction, but it also goes 1,000 in the other direction. So really it's a circumference of 2,000 width-wise in a circle around your base, if you think about it, right? So it's pretty big, pretty big. There we go. Hotspot equipment as a refiner's extractors. Oh, I see. Power hotspot is claimed by bases. Interesting. Yeah, it's in that base. Did you know you actually can change the base that you're building in? That's one of the things I showed before on stream, is when I had 2 bases real close to each other and I was trying to solve this power problem. I had one which was doing power and doing the extraction, and one which was on my settlement base. And then I was trying to switch between the two so I could try to connect the two together, but I've never gotten to work. But I haven't tried it in a while, so it might still work. I don't know. Best way to find out is to try it, right? To see if I could run, make a base. Oh, maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that on the primary base. We'll do that next. We're going to go try that. First, we need to do this, though. Let's make a whole bunch of plates first. Let's do this, and then we'll go and we'll try it at my primary base. I'll go make another base nearby where it actually has power, and I'll call it something different. And then I will try to run the power. Oh, there we go. And then I'll try to run the power from one side to my existing base, and that will let us know for sure. That will let us know if they've actually changed that in-game. Now, I don't know if that's on purpose that they have it where you can't put power between bases, or if it's just something they haven't got around to fixing yet. Could be each or could be on purpose, or not at all. They just haven't got around to making it work. Now, copper is one of those things you want a lot of. Right? Same thing with rusted metal, but copper is probably the first thing that I go all in on. I mean, a lot of storage. A lot of storage. All right? Only 6 extractors, but oh, look at that. I actually ran out of ferrite dust because I used so many of these, but that's okay. We'll go get some more ferrite dust back at our base. This right here is copper, so we can't really make ferrite dust from that. But we'll go back into here. You can actually get in it from both sides. I'm old school. I get it in from the proper side. Back to our base, because back to our base has been going on. Yeah, I got a base with 6 hotspots and a 2K diameter. Yeah. It took me a while to figure out that you can do that. So, do you bring resources back to the base or store them at the hotspot? I bring them back to, like right now I'm doing oxygen and rusted metal together. I'll show you when I go back over there. And I'm doing them together, and when my oxygen's way off in the distance, but my rusted metal is right here, right where my entrance is and my actual kind of base, where I have my teleporter and all that stuff. And so I run the oxygen from way over there to where I'm at, and then I run the power from way over here to where my rusted metal is, whatever I consider to be my primary extraction, right? My primary resource. And then I have 2 storage things there. One storage thing is for oxygen, and one storage line with all the other storages that go along with it one's for rusted metal and one's for oxygen. So I always run it to wherever my teleporter is. Though you can do site-to-site teleporting later on when you unlock those. All right, so let's go ahead and do our medium refiner, which we've done a little bit of carbon there. See our rusted metal? Still going, bro. Still going. I love it. I love it. Still just cranking out the ferrite dust over here. 84%. There's 3,000 ferrite dust right there. Now, I love to just let that run and run and run and run. And it'll just crank out. And again, it does go slower now. All right, so speaking of, let's go back to my rusted farm, and I'll show you that in action. I'll show you that in action on how it works. Same thing with my primary base. If I find resources by my primary base, I will bring them to my primary base. I highly suggest using your storages in between. So say it's like 1,000 away, right? And you're way on the edge of your the side of your circumference of your base. I would put, say, every 250 or 500, I would put a storage unit, and I would run the piping to there, because once you start running that piping, you can't pick it up where you left off. So if you accidentally stop, you have to take the entire thing out. So if you run it 1,000 and you get to 998 and then you accidentally misclick, guess what? You taking that entire thing out and you running the entire thing again. Electric wires are not like that, but piping is, and it still is, because I've tested it here in the update, where you snooze, you lose kind of thing. Now again, when I come out of my base here, on the right side is my rusted metal, and I've already got another 1,000 rusted metal. Very nice, which is basically 2,000 ferrite dust. And then on the other side here, this one here is my actual oxygen. And my oxygen's coming from way off over to the side. Right? You can see where the power line's running, right? It's running out to the power, and you can see it up there on the hill. But also another line runs this way, which is running out to my extractor. And you can see that I have a storage halfway through. Or a little less than halfway. Or a little more halfway this way, and a little less halfway that back way. Now, see, this is just a storage supply depot. It's just there so that it makes it easier for when I'm running it. I don't accidentally screw up and have to do the entire thing again. So, boom, put that there, and then put it there. And this still counts as a storage. So it'll still add to the total of all of your storage. And then it runs way over there by my base, so I don't have to run out here every time. Though I do want to run out here right now, because I wanted to extract that oxygen at a much bigger level. And whatnot. So let's get over here. That was a jump fail. There we go. And right here, my gas extractor is extracting oxygen right now. It's a C node. And it's going to take about 30 minutes to get me another 2,500 oxygen. Now, oxygen is one of those things that in the beginning, you're going to need a lot of. But later on, you won't even bother to come out here and get it. Now, look, again. See my thing went off? And I'm not really that far away from my base. I'm about 324. And as I move back to my base, watch what happens over here. See, now I can build. Right? Now I can build. But as I move further, great examples if you say you want to put down foundations. So let's go back to our foundations, or our wood flooring. And as I move closer, see how it went off? That's because I've gone beyond the 300 limit. You know how I fix that? I save right here, I log out, I log back in again, and then it fixes it. I feel like it works a little wonky, right? I only work within the game mechanics. Remember, I don't make the games. I work within the mechanics that I can use, right? And when I discover something like that where I can actually do it from much further out, I am all over it. Instead of having multiple bases which don't connect together. Now, if the bases did connect together, then I would have them separate because that would be a better way to build it. I'd have them separate, and I would just teleport to that one whenever I need the oxygen, and I'd teleport to the other one when I need that. But I much prefer to run them into the central area, just like in Satisfactory. I much prefer to run the stuff into a central area where I don't have to do this all day, right? You don't want to have to do that all day. You want to just run it to where you need it to be. All right. Woo, look at that. Boss chest. Nice job, everybody. Boom. Whoa, look at that. 30 scrolls. Yikes. You could rock in there. Cyberrook getting 30 scrolls for his Berserker. P-Daddy rolling in some scrolls as well. Nitox 50 scrolls for his Berserker as well. And Caveman, now you're glad you gave and did some battles, right? Now look at your monks getting 30 scrolls. Congrats on that. And of course, our awesome MVP right now, Rotisserie G, with the 18 assists and put down every single unit, rocking that yellow fedora, rocking that Norbert. That's how you do it. That's how you bring in the wins. You got to rock those skins, everybody. Let's do it. Let's do some more battles. I think we're on our third, fourth, through the entire thing. We got 6 days later, 6 days left, and we're on tier 41. We're beyond the map, bro. We're in the bonus ones. We are in the bonus ones here. We do a lot of fun battles. Feel free to come and join us. This is another little side game we play called Stream Raiders. Very, very fun. We play it every 30 minutes or so for a couple minutes. Very, very fun. Very, very fun because everybody in the chat working together. I love any games where we all work together for everybody's benefit. Those are my favorite type of games. There we go. All right, we got that going. Let's go ahead and check and see if we got any scrolls while we're at it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we can buy some warrior scrolls, some archer. Ooh, we got our flying rogue. Now can be upgraded. We got that. More warrior stuff. Let's go ahead and upgrade our flying rogue here. There we go. Very nice. Now level 26, man. Woo, man, we getting those up there. Centurion, level 27, almost max level, which is level 30. We're even getting some of our legendaries going. Look at that. Mage, almost level 20 there. That's my highest level legendary right now. I used to have 26,000 gold, but I've been spending it on all this other fun stuff. Also, by the way, if you want to support the stream, speaking of rocking that yellow fedora, supporting the stream, if you are enjoying the battles here in the stream, consider go ahead and picking up those skins. Just search for my name, Kismet, up there in the upper right-hand corner right there. You're going to find those skins. Of course, the more skins that we get, the more we unlock them up here, and we get more full skins like Norbert here. You're like, who's Norbert? That's my dancing dragon. Right over there. He loves to dance. This is his kind of dancing. That's my little buddy Norbert. You're like, Kismet, who does these awesome 3D graphics? This guy. I'm doing a program called Maya, a pretty fantastic program. Big thanks also to Stream Captain, by the way, who makes Stream Raiders. They did an amazing job on all my little Norbert up there, as well as me. That's me, by the way, right there. All dressed up in my Fallout costume, my costume for TwitchCon called the Wasteland Tycoon. Little cosplay for all you people who like doing cosplay. I'm not a big cosplayer, but I was required because I did collect donations to get my mods to TwitchCon. It took me 600 hours. That's $6,000 worth of my time to raise funds because I don't have the $6,000. That's why I spent my time instead. I spent that time raising funds to bring my mods to TwitchCon. So when people donate, we go to TwitchCon, and my mods get to go, and we collect stuff from TwitchCon, and then we send them little packages called the Kismet Loot Drop from TwitchCon. And part of that requirement of people donating was me to dress up in a Fallout outfit as the Wasteland Tycoon. So I did it in 2018, and then also in 2019, sadly. No TwitchCon this year, but I was going to do something really funny this year. I was going to do something really awesome for TwitchCon. I was going to raise funds for my mods, and then I was going to get a cardboard cutout of me and then ship it out there to them. And they were going to walk around with a cardboard cutout for me because this year was my 50th birthday, and I was going to take that time to spend with my family on my 50th birthday. But as you all know, all plans of this year, of anything you tried to do this year, got just clustered, you know. Everything got messed up. But that's okay, everybody. We'll just keep rolling with it. Stay safe. Take good care of yourself. Also, all your friends and family, especially those who are highly at risk. Keep showing them the love. We're going to keep showing everybody the love here in the stream. So, bam, there we go. Let's keep it going. Back over here to No Man's Sky. We need to do a few more gas producers here, but we can't do it again. So, you know, the thing. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put in a little save thing here. A little save beacon. If I had the plating for it. Hold on, we got to make some more plating. Sometimes I press the button too early. There we go. I press D too early and it moves me over to the thing. All right, let's make a bunch of these. Again, I wish I could hold these down. Now, later on, this is why I start buying these. I'll start buying 100, 200, 1,000 plates so I don't have to press this button so many times. 69. Sometimes life is, the joke is on you, everybody. Sometimes that's life. All right, so we also need to have a lot of dehydrant over here, too, because we need to make some dehydrant jelly. Let's just go ahead and use that up. And you got to have a certain amount of stuff to make the thing that you're trying to make. So let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll go ahead and save. Again, we'll try to solve this problem by saving, reloading, doing all of that. Quit to the mode select. And then give it a second or two to log completely out. Now, again, I am playing in the next-gen update on my PC. I'm also playing in 4K. You can only see the 2K because I only have a 2K capture card. But I'm actually running one part of my GPU or my NVIDIA 1080 to a 4K monitor, and then the other one's running out to my capture card, which is running to you guys at 1080. I try to get it going out. Cardboard, kids. What cardboard? What are you talking about? I missed it. Build quick slots would be a wonderful thing. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Like some Satisfactory action. Satisfactory is like the gold standard. It's like the Witcher 3 of building games now. That's how much I love Satisfactory. I feel like all games like this, 7 Days to Die, Astroneer, all of those games could take a cue on how amazing the building is in Satisfactory. Satisfactory's building is the kind of building where you just start building like this, and you're just like, it's just nothing short of genius. If I roll over this edge right there in Satisfactory, it knows I want to go that way. Instead of aiming toward the middle like this does, which is really awkward, and then, you know, over here, if I aim toward the edge of this, it knows I want to go that way. If I aim toward the middle, it knows I want to stack it on top of it. That style of building is second to none. There is no better way that I've seen than that type of building. I love that type of building. I'm a builder. I'm a mega builder. That's the way I like to build. And we just getting started up in here. We just getting started on this one. So now when I log back in again, I'm standing in the same place. I can already see, because I have access to all of these things down here, that I can continue now to add my gas extractors in. So let's put some of those babies in. Now, gas extractors take a lot of power, everybody. This is going to be 50 power for these gas extractors. I'm just going to put these over here like this. Now, why am I putting them this way? Because I already have a line. It's not going to be as efficient as if I put them the way I had them on the other thing and put them on the other side. But that's okay. I don't really need that much oxygen. It is nice so I don't have to worry about carbon, because I can't convert my carbon and oxygen in there. Oh, and I ran out of ferrite dust again. Now, here's the thing. If you run out of ferrite dust, just go in here and boom. Give yourself a little bit of resources back. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I didn't get my resources back. Wait a minute. Let's do it again. Let's discard. Destroy unwanted thing. Well, you don't get your resources back when you do that. It actually just destroys the thing. So watch out for that. But luckily, we were smart enough to be able to have enough resources to put down a portable refiner here. We can go ahead and just refine. My favorite thing in the entire game. I know you guys have been thinking it's trash all this time. Rusted metal. Rusted metal, 1 to 2. So every 1 rusted metal, which I have 1,000, is going to be 2,000 ferrite dust over there. You master this. You master this ferrite dust stuff. Forget about it. Forget about it. You rule the game. All right, we'll grab a little ferrite dust while we let the rest of that run. And that's going to allow us to put in our piping. So we want to connect all this together. And I like to actually go in and select the item as well. Like this. Need 25 per. All right, 25 per. We need a good amount, probably a couple hundred as well. We'll just keep adding it as we can. And this one will go to that one. There we go. And then we'll run these ones across here. Now, these are all turned. These are all turned in opposite directions of each other, so that's a little awkward. All right, feel like that's pretty good. All those connected together. I always like to double check. I don't like to do this. I like to have them obviously turned in such a way where they're all lined up. But if I remove this right here, I'm running that whole entire line again. I can't just remove a segment of it. I have to, if I remove any of it, I remove all of it. That's the way it goes. So that's why I never touch that again. I'll leave it as is. And plus these gas extractors will be fine. All right, now there's another thing that doesn't require any resources that we need to put in here, and that is power. So let's go ahead and connect our power as well. If we don't have enough power, then all this stuff will kick off. But this is why I made extra power earlier. If you were paying attention, I had lots of extra power. Let's run these along the front. I like to typically run it along the front just because visually it's easier to see that they are connected together. Yeah, these are connected that way. These are turned in such a way that the power's not this way. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know why I did that, but such is how it goes. It'll still work just fine. Okay, so now we're doing gas extraction. Now we're doing 3,500 of gas extraction. It's going to take 6 minutes before we get our next cycle. We're extracting rate at 222 per hour. This tells you what your extraction rate is. But the thing you really want to do, let's take these back up again. Oh. Forgot to empty it out first. It also gives you your carbon back. The best way to find out how long it's going to take and how much you're going to get is to go to your storage like this. You go to your storage depot, and that's going to tell you how long it's going to be. 2 hours and 31 minutes, you're going to have 3,500 oxygen, right? That's even if I'm not in the game. That's even like if I quit out of the game right now and I come back in. In fact, we could do that. We could quit out of the game, play some Mars Horizon, come back in about 3 or 4 hours, and look at all the resources that we would have. A lot. We're going to have a lot. And again, as long as this line is blue, you know you've got enough power. Now, we're extracting a tremendous amount of rusted metal over here, a good amount, 14,000. Now, what is my limit for extraction early game? Usually about 50,000. About 50,000 is more than enough. You're going to start getting too much where you have so much copper that you're not going to use it for a very long time, and I will actually stop grabbing the loot. Right? You can grab the loot and sell it if you need some money, but most of the time I will get to a point where I stop extracting it. I'll have so much ferrite dust, I'll stop extracting it, and then I'll start making so much money that I don't even start using ferrite dust anymore. I just start buying the plates because that's way easier than pressing the button 1,000 times, which really sucks. That's way easier to get the money. Now, the oxygen over here really doesn't have that much oxygen supply. So speaking of ferrite dust, I'm going to go over here for a second. Another great way to do building, by the way, is to have a building nearby that you can go into. So you're not losing your oxygen or you're not being affected by the atmosphere and whatnot, maybe some storms or whatever. So you can go into your building mode, use your fly camera and fly right out the door. And then you can fly around and build whatever you want as long as you're somewhat close to your base. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go ahead and build some more of our storages right here, out here for our oxygen. And that's going to allow us to store more oxygen up while I'm not playing. And then when I come in next time, we'll have even more oxygen. We'll be able to convert that into carbon and also use it as oxygen as well. Connect these together, and then we'll connect it to this one, and that just extended our oxygen supply. You don't want to connect both of these together. You connect the rusted metal and the oxygen, it's going to pick one or another, and then just going to screw up all your resources. Same thing happens with a small extractor sometimes. When you put the small extractor on a node directly, on a surface node, it'll switch to something else. Like you'll be extracting sodium, and then nearby you'll be doing, say, copper, and then all of a sudden, your sodium becomes copper. Remember, it's always a work in progress, games. Games are always in a work in progress. There's always something that, you know, you'd love to fix or do or whatever. I think we get one more in here. I think we'd be good. A great way to extract your stuff and really have a good time here in No Man's Sky. I highly recommend it. They've done a phenomenal job. I've been lucky enough here on the stream to be turned on to a lot of really great games. All right, those are all connected together. And now we'll look at what our auction extraction is going to be and how long it's going to take. Now it's going to store up 7,500 auction, which is a good place to get in the very beginning. It's going to take about 5 hours and 27 minutes. I'm going to log out of this game, and in 5 hours and 30 minutes from now, it's going to be there. And I'm going to log back in and go about my business. And I love that about the industrial extraction. It doesn't work on the other extraction, by the way, the surface node extraction. That you have to be in game for it to actually extract. But this extracts while you're offline. And thus, it makes it the most powerful thing in the game, I think, personally. Especially for building gigantic billions of dollars worth of fortune, which I do every single playthrough. For sure. For sure. Satisfactory, I don't have a PC. It kills me. I know. I feel like they'll bring Satisfactory one day to console as well, Moldy. Don't worry about it. I mean, that game should be on every platform. It's that good. It's really that good. I hope they do. I hope they bring it to every platform possible. Even mobile would be nice. Maybe through like Game Pass or something like that. I could go to your mobile devices. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome on Game Pass too. Imagine Satisfactory on Xbox Game Pass. Forget about it, man. That thing would break Xbox. It would break it, especially if it's on. Imagine Satisfactory on a Series X, right? On a next gen. Oh my God! Imagine the giant factory. Oh, now you guys got me started. I'm building giant factories in my mind on my new Xbox Series X, and I don't even have one. I'm building it right now in my head. In 4K, ultimate res, giant lines of factories and things going in and out and all of that. Awesome. I got 80 Berserker Scrolls and 3 Flying Rose Scrolls from that loyalty chest. Wow, look at you go, Rotisserie G. Awesome. Has anyone ever told you look like Tony Hawk? Let me make you laugh, Set Dog. Watch this. Watch this, bro. I'm going to make you laugh. I love to make people laugh in the stream. Right here. Follow this link right here. It's going to make you laugh. Follow that link. Check out that video. It's like, 30 seconds or a minute. Check that out. It'll make you laugh. If for all of you who haven't seen it yet either, go ahead and check out that video. It's about my stream. And I get that all the time. I get Tony Hawk, who actually was at TwitchCon one year. Did you know that? I've been getting Tony Hawk for 5-6 years. People come in and say, God, Kismet, you look just like Tony Hawk. And I'm like, oh, yeah, well, thanks for comparing me to one of the greatest skaters of all time. I'm a terrible skater. I can't skate at all. In fact, at my age, if I start skating now, I'll probably break a hip. But he's out there doing what he loves to do, and I'm here doing what I love to do, so I like that kind of inspiration. He's only 1 year older than me. He's actually 51 years old. I'm 50 years old. And then also I get Saul from Breaking Bad. I get that one. And then that politician guy whose name I forget. But he looks like me. I don't look like him. Because you know why? Because he's younger than me. So he owes me royalties for using my likeness. So there you go. And then, of course, I would owe Tony Hawk a license, though. So there you go. So feel free to check that video out. I think it'll make you laugh. I think you'll enjoy it. Feel free to come back and let me know what you think in the chat. Hey, Crazy, how you doing? Thanks for being here in the stream. Appreciate it. Big time. Catch up a bit on my chat. I've been super focused there. Quick slots. Yeah, Bill, quick slots would be awesome. They have quick slots already that you can use, but they're pretty awkward. Like I have mine on 5 right there, but when I press 5, it does that. It's like it resets every time, so they don't work that well on PC. I would imagine they probably work better on console. But on PC, I have to set them every single time I log in. So if I wanted to go to my life support, I'll hold down Control, and then on the side of my mouse, I have a Razer Naga. So I have 12 buttons on the side. So I hold down Control, and then I hit 5 again. Then when I go out, now when I hit 5, see, now it does it. But every time I log in and out, it'll just undo it every time. And then I have to redo it every time I log in. And that's tedious, bro. No, thank you. I'm sure they'll get around to fixing it later on. I'm sure that's their lowest priority right now, is to fix Kismet's command keys right now. All right, so that's done, everybody. That's GG. We're going to let that run. We got our copper upgraded. We got our rusted metal upgraded first. Then we got our copper upgraded to a really big one. Big farm. And then also our oxygen is upgraded. And that's all we got to do. That's it. We won. We won for today. There we go. And we out. And so we'll go back to our paradise planet. Now, there is a bunch of things that I could do. Since I'm on a paradise planet, I could just keep going and collecting more and more salvage data, keep upgrading and upgrading and upgrading my base and whatnot, and unlocking all the patterns if I wanted to. I like to find a good balance in playthrough. Like I'll work on my resources, and then I'll go do some space missions, and then I'll go work on some other stuff, and so on. That's how I like to do it. So I feel like since we've done a lot of the mining, and we got a lot of that queued up today, we'll also go and do some space missions here. Let's make sure, though, that we got our stuff converting before we go on to that, so we're multitasking. Let's see, we got anything else? We got a little rusted metal there. We'll go ahead and just get that going in that one. Doesn't matter which one I got it in running anyway, even though I have it running in other ones. I have some over here as well. And there's 1,500 ferrite dust, or, ferrite dust there. And then we'll go ahead and do this. What else we want to put in here? We got 209 oxygen. We'll keep that for now. And then the only other thing we would put in here would be our copper. And I don't think I have any copper on me right now. No. That was already being converted. All right, over here. All right, we already got that. All right, we already got that. We already got all of our other resources. We'll let our resources start to extract and backlog. Time to do some space battles. Let's go. Or some questing. Oh wait, we gotta do our base computer. I keep forgetting my base computer, everybody. My bad. My bad. Now here's what you want to do. You want to use your base computer as a quest every time you log in. Every few hours, if you're going to play for a long session. You want to go to your base computer quest. And you want to be by your base computer first before you turn the quest on. And so we'll look for our base computer archives right here. This is part of your main quest, I think. Even though it says it's secondary, it's really a main quest because you search the archives, and those archives unlock things for you. So we're going to go in here, and we're going to say Automated Archive Recovery. And we're going to say Search Archives. All right. So we can now go in and search additional blueprints. So now we also got a shield module right there. And we also, base computer archives, install a neural simulator in your exosuit. So we can go into our exosuit. And now we should have the ability to put the neural simulator in there, which I think I've already done. Yeah, I've already done it right there. See, I already unlocked the neural simulator from the hub. So it just gave me the same thing because it's a set thing. It gives you certain ones as you go along. You can unlock it on the hub, or you can unlock it through the normal progression of your storyline and your secondary quests. It's really up to you. So if you played through 10, 20 times like me, and you just want to go to the hub and unlock that stuff early on, bada bing, bada boom. Do what I just did. Or you can unlock it through your base computer. And so the next time I do it, it's going to give me something else. And then the next time I do it, it'll give me something else. And it's on cooldown right now for about a couple hours. Right here. So if we click on it again, it'll pop up on the side there. About an hour and a half. So if I'd done that at the beginning of the stream, because I'm now 2 hours in, that's what you want to do when you first log in. So if I'd done it at the beginning of the stream, I could have done it a second time right now. But we forgot yet again, as it happens. Now, you definitely want to switch off of that quest and then come back to it later so that you don't have that problem. Now, I've got this locate paraffin. That was something I was showing on stream on how you can find certain resources just by telling it to locate it, by going into your guide, finding that resource like paraffin and say, hey, where's this at? And it'll even tell you what system it's in. You go ahead and find it. But I'm going to take that out of there, but we don't need that anymore. We've also got some stuff here. We got to reach these target planets. We got some stuff to turn in. Various different side quests and exploration guides. Explore Paradise 1. We got to go in and analyze all the materials, get all the flora, all of that stuff. You can actually set up an exploration guide for that particular planet, which is really cool. But we're over here working on our space anomalies. And right here, we need to find Artemis the Explorer. After returning to my ship, a stranger identified himself as Artemis has contacted me. So let's get back in our primary quest line. And I have finished this before, multiple times here on stream. But they have revamped a lot of the storyline. The most annoying thing about the storyline is it will switch you off onto something that you want to be on in the moment in your questing. I feel like that could be refined a bit too. I'm sure all that stuff's coming down the road. Let's go. Looks amazing! Looks amazing in 4K, everybody. Oh my gosh, look at these textures. Look at those textures. Amazing. Okay, now I'm playing it in 4K. You can only see it in 2K. But we're playing the next gen update on PC. Pretty epic. Love it. We're going to do a little pew-pew. Whoa! Let's shoot our way through that meteor. Look out. Let's hope Thanos doesn't show up and throw a planet at us or something. Let's look out. I was just watching that again, by the way, last night. I had to wait for my kids, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch me a little Endgame. Because I got Disney Plus. So I gotta watch a little Endgame. Man, it's great. See, that's the thing about those Marvel movies. I have a really high rewatchability, I find. At least that's my style of thing. Very high rewatchability, just like this game has a high replayability to it as well. So big love to them for all their hard work. Now, what do we got going on over here? We got some freighters going on over here. Let's go take a look. Look at these babies. Now, there is no up in space, so you can just turn it however you want. And we can shoot these cargo pods and grab those cargo pods, but they ain't going to be happy about it. That's for sure. We'll get around to all that space battle and all that fun later on. All right, let's go ahead and... what the heck was I even doing? Oh, I had to go talk to the Artemis guy. Locate the long-distance transmitter. Reach the long-distance transmitter. That's what I'm doing. That's that quest up there in the upper right-hand corner of my radar. You can see it's pointing me right back over here, which is actually right next to my primary base. How convenient is that? Let's warp our way right down in there, speed ourselves up a bit, and get in it. Which next gen did you get? I didn't get the... I'm on PC. I should put that in my title. Hold on, let me add that to my title. Just so no one is confused that I'm actually on a PS4 or Xbox. Because next gen also is for PC. As on PC. I get the same question more than 5 or 10 times. I usually try to answer it in my title. We're probably going to die here. I'm changing my title. Get off of there. There we go. Get off of there. I'm trying to update my title. Boom. There we go. All right. Added it to my title there, everybody. All right. Ooh, man, we're getting some slowdown there. Ooh, a little slowdown. Little slowdown, because I have mine set to 4K, and I also have my settings set to Ultra. Also, I'm sending it out to 2 monitors. I'm mirroring it on 2 separate monitors at the same time. One so you guys can see it, and one so I can play it in 4K. But look at this ground, everybody. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, God, it's so awesome. It's so awesome in 4K, everybody. I highly recommend getting going on. No problem, Dovey. Appreciate you being here, man. All right. Let's go over here and look for the loot first, because that's always the first thing that I do. Yeah, it's really super laggy all of a sudden. Something going on. Usually when I find my machine is really laggy like that, it has to do with something going on in the background. So like Steam's updating right now, or something's going on in the background. So I feel like might be a good time to save and relaunch. Well, we'll do a little bit more here. We're going to switch over to Mars Horizon here in a minute anyway. So we'll just suffer. We'll suffer a little. Oh, God. Maybe not. Can't get in the door. Can't get in the door. Get in the door, bro. Working perfectly fine earlier, and now it is laggy like all get out. And that's not the game's fault. That's my PC. Because I can sense that it's doing something in the background. It's updating something. Why my light not on? There we go. Great way to get nanotites. Just walk around and pick them up. Right there. Easy peasy. Okay, dokie. Let's get up here. Let's work on our questy quest. It looks amazing, though, everybody. Looks amazing. So if you got that PS5, you got that Xbox Series X, or if you have a real nice PC, like I do, pretty decent one anyway, we're going to climb the ladder. Up we go. All right, let's go back out to third person. There we go. Now, one of the things you can also do on this, instead of getting on the ladder, is if you line up just right, you can also jetpack. If you have the jetpack skills and the jetpack ability to do the jetpack, you just jetpack right up that thing. Sometimes it catches on to the last ladder, though, so you might want to go a bit above and beyond, like that. So you don't hit that last ladder rung, and then he starts going back down again. All right, holographic comms tower. Oh, you have to put something in there now. You have to charge it up. Oh, they added that. They didn't have that before. Before you just ran up and you clicked it and it would go. Now this is part of the main storyline. I'm trying to find my buddy Artemis. I'm just going to click through the dialogue. I usually read out all the dialogues when I'm gonna pop a thing over here. There it goes. I usually read out all the dialogue when I first play a game. There he is. In 4K. Very cool. Let's talk to him. Who's there? Is it you again? Aren't you a dream? I am real. Sorry, I think of here. Can't dream, but cut the speaker of my suit. Terrible things. That's because they are. I'm just like you, a traveler of the worlds. Ask what they mean. Now, these decisions make a difference later on, where you actually make some hard choices through the main storyline. Awaken. We are the travelers, discoverer of worlds. From the moment you open your eyes, you must have known you were not like the others. So did I. True. Before I became stranded here, I was on a journey to finally meet. It cannot be a coincidence that you found this signal. Tell me, do you still have the data log from the crash ship? Yep, upload the data. Could have mentioned Nada there too. Now I'm just going to left click, which just gets me through this dialogue a little faster. Build the signal boosters, agree with the plan. There we go. Okay, now this lag's a little painful, so I'm going to have to log out, log back in again. All right, I gotta place the first beacon. First, I'm just gonna jump off the side. Whee! Oh, look at this, everybody. I mean, do I really need to say how amazing this game is? I mean, there it is. That's all you need to see. I don't need to tell you any more than that, right? Look at that. Amazing. All right. So amazing since, you know, where they started and where they're at now. Just amazing. All right. Let's do a battle also. Let's do it. What FPS? I think I went down to about 12. I'm way down. Normally I'm about 60 plus. Yeah, true. That's right. That's right. You can do that goop over and over again to get to those nanotites. I feel like it takes too long. I prefer silver and gold, but hey, if that's your jam, go for it. Jimbo, Reggae Nation, and Subi getting some extra scrolls, and Icy Diamonds coming in MVP with the 13 assists. Awesome job. Come on, let's keep getting you guys some loot all day, every day. I feel like we want to go down here. I might have started down this way. Can we get back down there? Hard for me to see. No, I don't think we can get to there now that I started that. Can we get to this one from here? No, we got to go this way. Oh, that's a bummer. I didn't see that. That's okay. We'll get you guys plenty of gold anyway. We'll get it on the next one. Let's go for it. Boom. Put my flying rogue down. We'll get some more as I go. But look how beautiful this is, everybody. Amazing, amazing. All right, so the easiest way to save my game is actually to find the pole, which is over here. And I got all the settings cranked to 11, everybody. So that's another reason it's probably a little laggy. But still, it was much better early on. So what we're going to do is we're going to save it. And we're going to figure out what's going on in the background of my computer right now. This computer only does one thing. It just plays games. So I think I still have Steam or something up in the background, and it's doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my space backdrop, which is pretty epic. I'm going to go ahead and options. I'm going to quit all the way to the desktop. Because that's painful. That's painfully slow. Yeah, I had Steam up in the background. You stop doing that, Steam. Stop goofing off when I'm playing a game. It should know that you're in the middle of a progress. So that's another thing about Windows. It doesn't recognize that you're in the middle of something and then it's doing something else at the same time. Great example is like when a Windows update comes in. It's like, hey, I need to do an update. Oh, you're playing a game? Well, screw you. Psh, there goes your game. Let me just restart your computer for you. It's done it to me many times on the stream. It's really annoying. Really annoying. It's like the worst program ever made. It's the absolute worst. All right. I'm talking about Microsoft Updater. Microsoft Updater is the absolute worst program. It's still like it's the 80s. That's how that program works. I found one on Amazon. For $7.80. It looks very reliable. Also, my friend just said he bought a laptop from the exact same seller, so it's legit. Oh, that's cool. What'd you buy? What'd you get? I can't advise on brand new laptop to buy purchasing leaving back 2007. It's a great machine. Quality's high, but I paid $1K back then. I can find it own and refurbish from anywhere for about $450, $800. Well, there you go. There you go. Got yourself a decent laptop. Get out there and have some fun in the universe. There we go. All right, we're going to go out here. We're going to do this for about another 30 minutes. And then we're going to play some Mars Horizon. Now watch this. Watch the difference. See? I know computers all too well, everybody. I've been in computers for 40 plus years. I can tell you that's exactly what was going on. There was something going on in the background. I don't have that problem. Now remember what resolution I'm running right now, everybody. I'm running big time. Oh, the wrong one. I'm running big time. I'm running 3,840 by 260. All right. Oh, and now it froze. See? That's what happens when you brag. Yeah, see, 3,840 by 2,160, and it was working perfectly until I did that. See? Look. That's what happens. You try to show off, and boom, that's what you get. That's what you get. All right, let's fire it up again. Try to get it going again. It was working just fine, and then I had to show off my settings there. I need to upgrade their copyright notice on the bottom there. I just noticed as well. And upgrade their copyright notice. They've got a 2016 on there. Upgrade it to 2020 at least. Go to where I hope works out for your needs. Yeah, there you go. See, look, peeps in the chat hooking you up. Hooking you up with some sweet stuff. Now, again, if you've never played this game, everybody, every little ball of light you see right there, you can go to. Those are systems of stars. Every single one of these. There's quintillions of them, like 13 quintillion. I'm not kidding either. I'm not joking. There's 13 quintillion of these balls of light, which are systems of planets. So not just planets, but systems of planets inside each and every one of these. And every time I see this startup screen, I think of that. I think of how amazing that is. How amazing that you could just keep playing this game forever. There's more places than you can go to in your real life lifetime. That many places in this game. That's pretty amazing that we've reached that level with games. So there we go. All right, now we're no longer lagging because Steam was updating in the background. All right, very nice. Let's get back into it. What do we do? We're doing our quest here. So let's get back into our quest log. Triangulate the position, place your first beacon. All right, where am I going for my beacon? Am I going to an ancient ruin? I wasn't paying attention. Visit several planets to do the thing. Is there any ancient ruin thing? No. All right, I'm assuming that is my primary quest. Build a signal booster. Oh, I gotta build a signal booster first. Hold on, that's what I was doing. I knew there was something in there I should have read much closer. Let's go down on the ground and look at how beautiful it is again. Dang, it's awesome. It's awesome every time, everybody. That's when you know you've done a great job. Every time, it's awesome. Let's do it. Boom, right there. Let's go ahead and use our signal booster. Triangulate position. All right. Ready for your next position. Oh, I got to go up onto there. Suitable site located. Okay. Love my little starter ship. We're going to keep the starter ship this time, everybody, in this playthrough. Normally I get rid of it. I trade it out for something else. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it, and we're going to upgrade it to maximum. We're going to upgrade all the slots. We're going to upgrade it to an S-Class. We're going to do all that in this playthrough. It's going to be pretty fun. It's so gorgeous! Such a great update. How many of the 256 galaxies have you visited so far? I about maximum in each playthrough, and I've done about 20 playthroughs, about 25 systems. That's as many as I do, typically. Because they start to get repetitious. Whoop, we don't want to go to the base. They start to get repetitious sometimes. But now with the new update, I feel like it would be a lot less repetitious. Because all the planets have the same resources and so on. But they do have different looks. Look at the clouds, by the way. Look at the cloud cover, how they changed the cloud cover. Oh, did a really good job on it. Can't see a dang thing. Inverted flight, everybody. I still got the landing skills. Boom. Ah. I don't think my card is doing good. We had a problem with my card last week. I hope my card's not gonna die. Crashed it again. Crashed it again? No, didn't crash it. Just had a long lag. I take that back. Just was a long load lag because I just landed and it was loading all the ultra textures and all of that stuff. I bet that's why I was doing that. Let's get in here. Let's check it out. My poor machine. That's a machine problem, not a game problem, everybody. Just so you know. All right. All right. These are easy, everybody. These math ones are my favorite ones because they're so easy. So it's 1702, and you take the 1, you put it at the end, it'd be 1721 or 7021. And then if we take the 7, put it at the end, does it equal the next number? Yes, 0217. Take the 0, add it to the end, 2170. 2170. I like those little easy math problems like that. Those ones are probably the easiest ones in the entire game. All right, let's scan for some stuff. All right, we got another thing there. I thought we'd scan it while we're here anyway. All right. Also, while we're here, get ourselves some nanotites. Whoop, whoop. Free loot. Nav data. Check those plants. Sometimes the plants have carbon. Anything else? Nope, don't really see anything else. We're out. Now, if you want to get more nanotites, you go over here and you hit these things too. You hit these charts, you scan everything, you do all of that. That's a great way to get nanotites as well, because you can go on the hub and turn that in and then get tons of them. It's really up to you. I hit it every now and again. I really was trying to... there's another one. Scan that one. I was really trying to go all out and just scan everything in one of my playthroughs. That's a lot of time. There's a lot of time to scan everything. So we'll get in that later. Look how beautiful that looks. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I forgot to scan. Put my scanner back down. You want to pick that up so you can use it on the next one? We'll try to get this done here. And then we'll take a little break, and then we'll play some Mars Horizon. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. With the lens flare. Okay, that's epic. That's epic. Now, it always like kind of defaults to your base, if you notice. Even though I rolled over this. And I want this to be my thing. Now, you can also try to tag something, but look at that. See, it just automatically goes to that. And I can tag my base, but for some reason I can't tag that. And so I can go down here, kind of away from it, and then it seems to work. You kind of go the furthest away from everything else. Same thing when you're trying to go to your space station and your hub's in the way, or your hub or space, whatever's in the way, and you're trying to go to the other thing. I find by getting a little closer and then aiming further and further away, then you can lock in on that thing that you want. Awesome. Looks amazing. Now, if you are enjoying the stream, consider hitting that follow button like all these epic people have done today. Who we got? We got L. Smith. We got Absurdities coming in. We got Mag Dangerous dropping the Dragon Hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Teamwork Tycoons. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here in the Kismet stream. Look at this. Again, look at these clouds. They updated the clouds. They updated all the graphics. They updated, look at even all the little textures at the bottom here. Amazing. Coming in hot. Doggone. A little too hot. A little too hot on that one. I tried to hit the land and it got stuck on the thing. There we go. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Just walk it off or fly it off. Fly it off. It'll heal itself back up again. Your shields will go back up. Whoa, look at that zoned in there. All right, let's get this. Yeah, these are the ones with like the dragon eggs. Look at that. I get right up on it. Whoa, hey, oh. Something's hit me. Whoa! It's a big scary bug after me. Run away! My go-to place is always on the top of a thing like this. If you got mobs after you, just jump up on the top here. Little scary mob. I'm gonna scan you. Biological entity. It's that guy. Excited by violence. That's his behavior. He gets excited by violence. That's too funny. All right, let's go ahead and scan. Did you know you can scan on the top here? Now you do. Look at the textures on that. How crystal sharp that is. All right, oh, did we scan? Yeah. See, it doesn't give me the option to do it anymore. Okay, return to space to contact Artemis. Now, we could go in here instead. Check out what this is all about. Where's our entrance? Sometimes it's hard to find the entrance on this thing. Usually I find it's on the farthest side of wherever you land for some reason. I don't know why you land and then it's like... Oh, that's cool. Look at that radar thing. It's usually on the furthest side from the landing. Grab some loot while we're at it. Let's run around here and just by some miracle if it's on this side. Nah. Now, these look like eggs, but they're actually just ferrite dust things, I think. Yeah, oh, those are carbon on those. I got another milestone. Look at me go. Expeditionist. There it is. It was over here. Usually seems to be the furthest away from where I started. Let's go. Yeah, look at this freaky little plant. Freaky. We're going to get those nanotites. Any biologicals over there? Nope. Cryptid data. Check them plants. Nope. Now, back here in the corner, by the way, which I've never done. I'm such a slacker. Are these Atlas passes. Never bothered to do it. Never bothered to do it yet, but we'll get around to it one day. We'll actually use those. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this observatory unlocked. All right, same thing. Does the 4 go to the end? 6, 3, 44? Yep, 6, 3, 44. 6 to the end would be 3, 4, 4, 6. Yep. And then 3 to the end would be 4, 4, 6, 3. 4, 4, 6, 3. Azordoy hums to life. Nothing found. That was anticlimactic. All that effort for nothing. So awesome, man. Running through the brush. Looks amazing. All right, where'd my ship go? Going to my ship now. All right, we out of here. I knew he was going to call me, so I got in the middle of my ship. First person. Now, again, I don't want to spoil too much of the main storyline, but, you know, you talk to the dude. And the dude sends you on all sorts of missions. And then we got to find another holo terminus. And go with that. Again, I find a good balance between, you know, extracting stuff and letting it extract while I'm doing questing. Or building, or whatever it is I'm doing. Very, very fun. Now, it's got that there, but if I go ahead and look, I click my thing here, it says locate the holo terminus. Now, if you notice, I don't see it anywhere around, and I don't see it on my radar up there. Now, it could be blocked by some other button, right, or other icon in there, but I don't really see it here. So, probably a good idea to check our space map. Let's go check it. Now, I don't see the icon there either, so the icon should be next to the world in which I'm looking at. And if I zoom in, you can see, whoop, almost zoomed through it. You can see the icons that go along with that one. So let's zoom out a little bit and see if we see any others that we're supposed to go to. Now, I hit the right mouse button so I can zoom out. And we've only been to a few of these. And you can see that we've got a camera quest there and a camera quest here. And then we got something that's way off over there. And that's black hole right up there. Now, I can also say Free Explorer, Galactic Core, Black Hole, and whatnot. I wish it had current mission for this, because there are some other missions you can do and then tell it to be current mission. But this one, no. So we don't really know where it is, so we're going to go ahead and get out of there. Oh, hold on. Someone wants to talk to me. There's a bounty on your head, interloper. I am merciful. I feel as if you have the units to match. Yes. I can give them 68,000 units. I can apply 275,000. I can bargain. I can refuse. Alert the authority. See, I've actually had one of these defense chips before, but I always forget what it's for, and that's what it's for right there. That's what it says behind my interface over there. I'm going to refuse.
Hostile ships approaching.
Bring it. You know what would be even better than this? Be able to use my flight stick. Why don't they add flight sticks to this game? I mean, come on, it's a space game. Oh man, these guys are getting better. They're getting smarter. Man, they turn much quicker now. Can't even lock in on them anymore. There we go. There's nothing more awkward than space flight with a keyboard and mouse. And I'm really bad at controller, but I think I'm probably better because I have it set to fixed instead of the other way that it is. I mean, I could probably get used to it. What you do is you just take your time, lock in on them, and then they toast. Thanks for the free loot, bro. You want to give me some more free loot? Come here. Come here, I got something to tell you. That something is you're going to die. Now, come here. Now remember, this is just the starter ship. Later on, you get a ship that's much more powerful with different guns and goes much faster than this piece of junk. It's really awkward to fly this ship, too. I haven't flown in a really long time. I haven't done space battle in a while. It's pretty awkward. It's slow turning, awkward to shoot, slow, not very responsive. But don't worry, as you upgrade your ships, it gets more responsive, you do more damage. And even with my junky ship, I still own that dude. I owned all 3 of them. That's why you don't mess with me. You don't mess with the Space Tycoon, bro. Don't do it. Alright, so what are we doing? We got to space to engage and jump. Okay, locate a helmet. Oh, I gotta scan first. That's why I can't find it. I gotta scan it. Ooh, look at me. I'm a novice. I feel so special. If you follow the instructions, it works much better. Following instructions sometimes works great. I don't remember how many galaxies it is. I realized the other day that there are no aggressive flying creatures. That would be interesting trying to get away from that. I know, right? It'd be like those vultures in 7 Days to Die, man, that come out of nowhere. You're sitting there just driving along on your motorcycle. They're blah, vultures from everywhere. Those are when they first put those in, that's the first thing that killed me. We did a playthrough, and they came out of the tree. It was hiding in the tree. It came out of the tree, bam, killed me right out of the bat. Little flying vultures. All right, let's go ahead and get down and do this. Let's take a little break. It's been about 3 hours of continue. Wow, look at the you can't see it, but the texture detail is insane in 4K. I mean, I can see the shapes of the rocks. I can see the lines in the patterns on the ground. Whoa, spinning around in a circle. There we go. I can see it. All the rocks up there. You can see all the detail. Not only in the in-between, but also on the rock faces themselves. It's pretty insane the amount of detail that they've added to this game. Considering I'm running at 4K right now, and also at running to 2 separate monitors, mirroring it to 2 separate monitors, one on 4K and one on 1080, so you guys can see it at 1080. I'm playing at 4K. It's running really well. Also, by the way, I'm playing on Ultra. All settings are set to Ultra. So, pretty sweet. It looks gorgeous, everybody. It really looks amazing.
Radiation protection falling.
Just felt like climbing that time. Have you translation triangulated? Have you triangulated the position? The answer is yes. Good. Normally I would read all that out, but this is like the 20th time I've played through. So I only do it on the first playthrough. Alright, so the guy's going to give us some more stuff to do. And we discovered an Artemis translator, so we can translate other people's language and things, which is pretty cool. We'll get that going next time. And we're going to go ahead, find our ship this way. It's cool every time you do that. Every time you take off and you fly up into the thing, super cool. One day we'll be able to get to do that in real life. Maybe not while I'm alive. Maybe my kid or my kids or my grandkids will get to do that. You can count me in, man. They got a spaceship to Mars. Count me in. I'll be the first streamer on Mars, everybody. It'll be like, instead of like a 10, 20 second delay here on stream, it'll be like a 30-minute delay. You guys say, hey, Kismet, how you doing? You should do this. And then 30 minutes later, you would know if I did that thing or not. There you go. That's how it goes when you do stuff from Mars. I'd totally be down. Count me in. Count me in. I go in there and entertain all the astronauts by playing some games. Show them how it's done. I just need Elon Musk to call me up. Call me up, Elon. Let's do it, bro. Come on. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Probably should wait for my kids to grow up first. But by the time they're ready to go to Mars, though, My kids will be grown up. There you go. Okay, so here we are back over here. I always forget what side it is. I think it's the left side here. Run back in here. Ah, this all looks amazing. This all looks amazing. Out of here we go. Oh, not starter. Back to Tycoon HQ. Now, I suggest when you first get in your gameplay, you pick up all your resources. Now, you can also, before you log out, pick up all your resources, because then you're going to maximize the resources that it's going to pick up while you're offline. So we may do that as well. But let's run over here first, and then we'll go from there. Or maybe we'll just run over here. We'll call it there, because we're going to run out of time. I don't want to run out of time. I want to get myself to some Mars Horizon as well. Some learn to play session. All right, let's save that. Bam. Looking good. What do we have converting over here? Our ferrite dust. We had that going. And let's just make sure we got nothing else. I think I didn't have anything else going. That's another thing we could have running while we're not around. Okay, let's go check in on our copper first. We'll see how our copper's been doing. Now, see, while we're off doing something else, it's over here collecting me tons of resources, which I love. Now, we can do this for every single resource that can be extracted in the game. Not every resource can be extracted, by the way, but every single one that you can. Unlimited Waffle, what's up? Thanks for coming in, showing some love, dropping that dragon hammer, crushing that follow button, becoming part of the Teamwork Tycoons. Appreciate it. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and check this out, get some more loots before we go. All right, here we are. There's an old tab to get past that. Run down here. Oh, 3,700 copper. Nice. That ought to do hold us over for a little bit. Now we're going to maximize the time for that. It's going to be 5 hours and 30 minutes that it's going to be running while we're not even in the game. And then back to our other one here, our rusted metal and oxygen farm. That's a good shot, too. Just me standing and looking in the portal there was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. See, this game, when you have when the graphics are really cranked up, you do a lot of, like, come over the hill, and you're like, whoa. And then you're like, oh, you're in space. Wow. And then you're like, whoa, whoa. Right? Actually, I think I did that for my tweet, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I had, like, Wesley Crusher from Star Trek going, whoa. Speaking of retweets, everybody, now's your chance to finish up those retweets before I do another one. Go ahead and click that link right there. Go over there. If we hit 5 retweets, I'm going to give you guys 1,000 Kids Caps. And then I'm going to do another retweet where you get another 1,000 as well. So we get that going on. All right. Oh, I see that there, Zero Fate. I'll go ahead and do that here in just a second. Let's see. Rusted metal, 2250. That's about 5,000 ferrite dust. We get fired up right there. And then on this side, we've got our oxygen. We'll go ahead and do about 1250 there. It's going to run for 5 hours and 35 minutes, give us 7,500 oxygen. And on this side, it's going to run for about 7 hours and 14,000 rusted metal, which is about 30,000 ferrite dust. Then we're going to go ahead and go one more trip back to our primary base. Now, this is a paradise planet. I just found 3 paradise planets in this playthrough. Can you believe it? That's amazing. I've only been into 3 systems. First system, I found 2. I think it was the third system. I found another one, or it was the second system. I can't remember. So I found 3 paradise planets already. And I just started this. So this is about 12 hours, 13 hours in. Pretty amazing. And we're already rock solid right now. We're just collecting resources and getting that start going. We're doing a bit of our main storyline. Eventually, we're going to be doing our freighters and all that other stuff as well as we go along. What's a paradise planet? Paradise planet is the ultimate. It's the ultimate planet. And why is it the ultimate planet? There's paradise number 1. Because what happens when you go outside is you don't have the problem of toxic radiation. You don't have all the issues that you have on other planets. Maybe it's like too cold, it's too hot, it's radiated, whatever it is, and you'll have that problem. Now notice when I just stand here, my character will not die if I just stand here. And the reason why is because he's, one, not using up oxygen. You will run out of oxygen if you're running around and moving. But my oxygen doesn't go down. Move my big head out of the way. My oxygen is not going down if I'm just standing still. So that's one of the big advantages of a paradise planet. Is one, you don't use that much oxygen. You don't use all your sodium up trying to protect yourself against the elements. You don't need a lot of protection against your elements. As well as on a Paradise Planet, you can just literally just keep running and running and running, especially when I have basically nil sentinels bothering me. I can just keep collecting as much resources as I want, because this is the size of a real planet. If I keep running that way, I'm going to run that way for real life days. I'm going to keep running and running and running and running until the end of time, or until I hit an ocean, and then I could just jump in the ocean and go under the water too, and just keep going and going and going and going. So the amount of resources that I could collect here on this one planet is I could unlock every single thing in the game. Everything. Just by the resources, just on this one planet. That's why Paradise Planets are so awesome. Also, they don't have any storms or weather or any annoying stuff like that. So just finding one Paradise Planet means you can win this entire game, unlock every single thing in the game. Yeah, well, at least every single thing you can unlock with salvage data anyway. And nanotites. You could probably run around and find an endless amount of nanotites on here too. So really awesome. Really awesome to find that Paradise Planet. Normally you're searching for them as you're going through the universe. You're looking for those to establish yourself a base. At least that's what I like to do, so I don't have to deal with all the radiation, deal with all that stuff. Though you can get a lot of defense against that as you go along through the game. Okay, what do we got? We want to start with our rusted metal. Let that run. That's going to run for 21 minutes while we're not online. Let's go ahead and do our medium refiner. Or actually, I can't remember if the refiners run when you run offline. I forget. But either way, we're going to let it run. And then oxygen running. There we go. And our big stack of copper that we got. Go ahead and put that in there. 3750. Now remember, next time I come in, I can drop in 10,000 into there, which is pretty amazing. Now this is for you, Zero Fate. Here comes Norbert. Norbert coming in, bringing in the love train. Thank you so much, Norbert, and thank you so much, Zero Fate, for redeeming that Kismet love train. There we go. Let's do a battle here, everybody. Then we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll let this stuff convert. And then we're going to switch over to brand new early access, exclusive early access here on the stream a week before it releases, called Mars Horizon. Got to support those indie devs out there, everybody, the little guys, as well as the big guys. I love to support people who are great at what they do. Turn that off. Turn that humming off. I'm standing right next to it. There we go. All right. Night Talk, CW, Bo coming in, or Reaper coming in, Subi, and or Death coming in, get some extra love, as well as Tau Hiker coming in MVP with the 11 kills and 14 assists. CW not being a slouch with 20 kills, coming in number 2. Subi coming in number 3 with 11 kills. Lucas coming in number 4 with a 4 and 8. And Rotisserie G being no slouch whatsoever with the 10 assists right there. Very nice, rounding out that top 5. Let's get into another battle as well. Let's get it fired up with a Kismet Musketeer right here in the center. I'm going to have your back, everybody. Right out there. Kill all those peeps. Get that epic loot. Come and join us in the chat, everybody. There's a link right in there, streamraiders.com. Click that link. Find me, your Captain Kismet. Access to the battle board. Put your units down. You put down 1 every 5 minutes, up to 6. The more you put down, the more kills, the more assists you get, the more epics you unlock, the more legendaries you unlock, the more legendary you are. That's right. Especially if you purchase some of those skins and help out the stream. Or you can also, by the way, did you know you can also gift those to other people? So if you see someone being MVP over and over again, you can show them some love as well. And gift them some of those things as well. Hey, Yasha, how you doing? Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Now, we're going to sit here for just a little bit. Can you also plant Star Plumber outside when it's unlocked? You can do Star Pramble, but I like to put them in my ship, in your freighter. And I'm going to show you why. You definitely want to plant all your plants in your freighter because it makes it easy mode. In fact, I actually unlocked the entire first level. You can have like 6 levels to it, and it is so huge that you could put so many plants in there, you would never need plants ever again. We might do it again in this playthrough. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, I was going to do the other thing, too. Oh, we got to remember that next time. Hold on. Can we save? Let's save. Manual save. No, we don't reload. Oh, we got to save over here. Save over. We got to use our save point. So we got to remember that next time. We're going to... I just thought of it just now. You guys remember, because I'm not going to remember. I have a terrible memory. We're going to create another base nearby where there's some power, and then we're going to try to run that power line to this one. But we've run out of time to do it today, so we'll do it next time. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun little mission for next time. I'll write it down too, just in case. I should probably write it down by my No Man's Sky. Hold on. And now I'm back. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to let this kind of hum away here. You guys can watch this convert in beautiful 4. Oh, that's already done, that one. In beautiful 4K. That's a bad shot. Let's go to this side. There we go. That's a good shot. All right, I'm going to just go AFK for a second. Did you know that I have a stealth boy? I'm the only one on Twitch that does. Watch as I go invisible. I have one of the coolest AFKs around. Watch this. Hello, everybody. I'm back, ready to rock, ready to get into it. Let's go for it. Thanks for hanging out during that little AFK session there. Sometimes it does happen. I get extended. It's actually a really nice day out today. Amazing. I had to get out there and deal with the IRL as it goes. No Man's Sky's being a butthead. I really need that 4 terabyte memory plug-in. There you go. There you go. Yeah, mine's actually crashed a few times today. It was getting into some craziness. But we've been converting some resources while I was AFK there. Ooh, a whole bunch of carbon. Sweet. Right over there. Over here, converting a whole bunch of copper into chromatic metal. Very nice. And then over here, this is going to keep on keeping on running. Right here, take that out. And then the interesting thing is you can stop this, put this back in again. Stop it, and then sometimes this will go up depending on how much rusted metal you have. If you have 10,000 rusted metal, it can only do a maximum of around 4,000. And so if you've done 3,000 and you take 3,000 out, it'll still say 4,000. And it'll just continue to process and continue to process, which is pretty cool. So you can take it out. So I usually put half of that in there, though, because if you put 2,000 in there of rusted metal, it becomes 4,000 ferrite dust. So you only really need to put 2,000 per, and then it will finish doing all of that. And they have the ability now to split all your stacks and all that. So I'm playing it right now in 4K on my end, and then on your end you can see it on 1080, which is pretty awesome if you have a high enough internet connection. So that's it for that today. Let's go ahead and save this right over here somewhere. Where'd my save thing go? Right there. So let's go ahead and save that. And we're going to go ahead and pop out of here. Let's go ahead and go up to my office. Thanks for watching this No Man's Sky. We're going to play some early access Horizon, Mars Horizon. There we go. My brain's shutting off already. Let's go. Hey everybody, Kismet here. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Also check me out live on twitch.tv/Kismet. I'll see you all next time.